And hello, Virm. How are you
Hello.
today? It is good to see
I'm
you.
I'm feeling all right today. I mean, I've been a bit sick for the past couple of days, but went to the doctors
Yes.
today.
Yes, I was
Um,
going to ask about it.
yeah,
Good.
so sort of they've just told me to could be a sinus infection.
Ooh.
Just take some medication.
Ooh.
Um, we'll be going back again on Monday though. I might do a COVID test then.
Oh. So, wait, you didn't do
Yeah.
a COVID test today?
No, no.
No.
They
They're
told me I
not
need to
fun.
go see my GP.
If sinuses are like here, aren't they, or something? And if a
Yep.
COVID test goes in your nose, that doesn't sound good. That
No,
seems
it's
like
gonna
two things
hurt. It's
clashing.
gonna hurt a
Yeah.
lot.
Oh, I've never had a sinus infection, and I don't want to. That doesn't sound fun. But you're pushing through, and you're here today, which is very
Yes,
very
yes, I am.
cool. I'm glad you have a lot of love in chat. Well, some love, and then there's advanced.
No, sorry, advanced. I need the hat on, or my head will shine.
Advanced, you have the same problem. Okay, so I don't think this is very fair. You know, poor Verm. Hi, Verm. Yeah, I can imagine Emil's. So one of the first things getting called out. I know, right? I know.
I
Wait,
know.
am I calling him out or is he? Anyway, one of the first things is I think we have an interesting way of how I met you.
Yes.
Right? Because you were, correct me if I'm wrong on any of this, but you were a Sherbs mod. The
Yes.
Sherb himself. And I
That's
was in
correct.
there a bit, you know, Sherbs and I were becoming friends. And you're a mod, but I never really took any notice of you. You were just a mod there that kind of came in sometimes. I don't know. And so Sherbs raided me a couple of times, so you probably did a follow or something, but nothing crazy.
Yeah.
And then I was doing a 24-hour stream. And
Yes.
Sherbs raided me again. And yeah, you followed and you're like, oh, hi, you know, whatever, I'll be back later. When I was doing 24-hour stream, you just so happened to also be staying awake for like 36 hours or something.
Well, actually, my intention wasn't really to stay awake as long as I did. It just happened to be 2 a.m. in the morning, and I clicked on to Twitch, and I was like, "Oh, well, everyone's gone to bed, and I'm a bit bored, so I'll hop on Twitch and see what's going on." And you just so happened to be doing your 24-hour stream
Yep.
as I hopped on Twitch, and I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, I'll go have a good look at this guy and see how he's going with his 24-hour stream."
It's going great.
And you also just so happened to be playing golf with friends, and I was
Yep.
like, "Ooh, I have this game, and I've been wanting to play it for a while, so I asked if I could join."
Yep.
And yes, pretty much ever since then, I kind of stuck around.
Yeah, it was great. I feel like you might have asked something like, do you have to be friends to play golf with friends? Or like,
Yes, I did.
no!
I was like, do I have to know you before I can play golf with friends? And it's like,
No.
no, you just add me and you can join.
That was great because like there was always the option to have people involved, and I thought a few people would, but like nobody did. I think it was just pretty much me and Teddles. It's like, well,
Yeah.
at least we'll have one other person. So you
Yeah.
joined and played some rounds, and it was great. And then we learned a bit about you by like, who are you? You're like, I am doing 36 hours. Well, you're not, but I have already been awake for this amount of hours. Like,
Yeah,
okay.
so by the time I joined you, I'd probably been awake for about 12 hours or so.
That's not that long, but yeah, wow.
No.
Wow. And
But
then you stuck around for a long time in that
yeah,
stream. Just
I
in and
pretty
out.
much,
In and out.
yeah, in and out since to the end of the stream. And then
Yeah.
even then after that, I still stayed up for an extra 12 hours.
Because you were watching Saw.
Yes.
Yes. I was ending stream and the Sherbs and stuff is like, I'm gonna be watching Saw, and I'm like, I'm not gonna be joining. I'm gonna be going to bed. And then Verm's like, I'll join. Like, oh my goodness, no, Verm, you're already awake for this long. I'm worried about you. And then I think you said you passed out as soon as that ended.
Yeah, like
Okay.
literally as soon as I turned off the computer, I sat down on my bed and just blacked out. I woke up lying on my bed and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
what time is it? It was like 7 or 8 in the morning. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, it was a good sleep, but I probably
Oh.
should have slept a bit longer than I actually did.
Probably. I think you dropped into stream the next day. I'm like, why are you here? You stayed up that much longer. Now you're here again. What?
Yeah, no, I
Oh.
popped in again the very next day. It was definitely like that.
It was fun. It was very fun. And so it used to be called Vermust as well.
Yes, I did.
Where did that name come from? Vermust.
It's not actually a very good, interesting backstory.
Neither is mine, don't worry.
I kind of just came up with the name as a sort of like checklist for myself when I was playing RuneScape. There's an armor set in the game called Virtus, right?
Okay.
And I kept telling myself that I must get it, and I needed a new name at the time, so I just named myself Vermust. And the name stuck, but like it just got translated down to Virm. And
Yes.
I kind of just kept the Vermust part because like it was the original name, it was the name Origin, but I just kept going by Virm.
Wow. RuneScape. I feel like we might talk about RuneScape a bit today. Hey Wardog. Hello, how you doing? And then I feel like we still didn't know each other that well, but then were we watching a movie or something? Oh no, was it a pilot's lounge? And people were like, we should all be called Aliciouses. For Sherbs. I think it was the first pilot's lounge. Maybe?
Yes, it was definitely
Yeah.
Phil's Pilot Lounge, and that was around the
Yeah.
time when you asked me if I knew about his name Origin.
Ah, yes. Yes. I remember that because he kept his name origins quite secret for still
Yes,
kind
yes,
of an
he did.
unknown reasons, but you knew. You found out.
I found out a little, but I didn't know everything about it, and I found out the whole story on that Pilot's Lounge.
Just like everybody else, it was great. Hey Fruit,
Yeah.
how you doing? And so on that stream we're like, we should all become Aliciouses now. Wings Alicious.
Yes.
Sherb Alicious, Emil's Alicious. And you were the only person to actually change their real name on Twitch to
Yes,
Virm
yes, I did.
Alicious. No one
I
else
changed it
did.
to Vermalicious, and it's kind of stuck now. So
It's a great name.
everyone knows me by Vermalicious by this point,
Yeah.
so I may as well keep it at that point too.
Well, in
'Cause-
prep for this, I was thinking it's probably been about 60 days by now. Just?
Definitely yes.
Yeah.
Definitely yes.
So you could actually change.
I'd say about 2.5 months now
Hmm.
since I changed.
Because mine,
So-
was July 20 something. So August,
Yeah.
September, we're into October. So yeah, 2.5 months. Smart.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, it's been a while, but I mean, I'm gonna keep the name for
Yes.
I don't know how long.
Yes, I'm glad. I'm glad. But you do have a lot of names. You
Yes,
got
yes, I do.
the original Vermust. Now everybody calls you Virm. You have Vermalicious. For some reason, Advanced now is calling you Verma.
I can tell you the
Oh.
origin story.
There
of
is an
Verm.
origin? Okay, I'm interested.
So, I think it was a raid that Advanced had done, and I came in and
Okay.
I followed one of the raiders, and he, instead of saying Vermalicious, he just called me Verma.
Oh.
And it wasn't just that one person that's just called me Verma. I had a second one the next day who also called me Verma. So ever
Really?
since then, Advanced has been calling me Verma.
Huh. I'm surprised how people see your name and originally it's just like Verma. It
Yeah,
shouldn't
I've-
just be Verm or Vermalicious. Like, I didn't think
Oh,
Verma
I've-
was.
I've heard some big mess ups on the name. I can't really say what they were because it's escaped my memory, but
Fair.
it does say Vermalicious, but some people just can't seem to understand that it says Vermalicious,
I
which
mean, I
is
have.
fair. I mean, they got to glance at it for like 2 seconds before going
yes,
back
of
to stream.
course. I have seen some interesting ways people look at names. Like, Emils. It's like, you really defined the first okay, sure. It is better than Sherbs and turning into Phil. That's true. They don't really have any. Anyway. I've gotten A Mels. Wow, that's great. But then the real question, I've seen this in the Pilot Lounge questions, but I was going to ask it anyway. Then you also have a name Sky Daddy.
Oh, this one's a bit controversial.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so the reason I've got the name Sky Daddy is, well, obviously I've got my Discord, which is called Sky Daddy's Gaming Chamber.
Yep.
There was a period of about 3 months where I played GTA 5, like, just a whole lot. And when I was playing GTA 5, I came across a mod menu.
Okay.
Now, a lot of people would use mod menus to be, like, malicious, like, really, really mean.
Yes. Yes.
Instead of doing that, what I would do is I'd made this, like, big plane that you can buy in the game, and it has like an anime skin on it. It's just really
Okay.
I hopped in this plane, and there was one of the cheats in it where you could like just directional, like make it go whichever direction you want. It doesn't actually fly like a proper plane.
Okay.
So I would fly up to people, put the plane next to them, tell them to hop in, and tell them we're going to heaven, and then launch the plane off into the sky. And
like a VTOL?
yeah,
Just
like it would just zoom straight off into the sky, like. Like it get to the point where we'd go so far into the sky that if they hopped out, they would instantly die.
Oh.
And it would respawn them back on the ground. But like, it was just fun because you'd have them like asking, oh, can I get a lift? And then everyone else is talking about it in the lobby, and then everyone's asking to hop in this one plane, and we're just flying all over the place in the plane.
That does sound
And so
like
I became
fun.
skydiver.
Wow. That is from a Wii plane. Oh, I'm sorry, Cannibal, that you missed the Wii plane.
Yes, Cannibal was there for me when I was doing that. Like, I tried my hardest not to mess with anyone's game. Like, it was just
Yeah.
like, just do it for fun. Where I come into lobbies and there'd be people, trapping people in boxes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like, it's kind of, that's boring.
Yes.
That's not
Agreed.
fun. I'd rather have fun with the mods than lock someone in a cage or put something on their head so they can't see what they're doing.
Yeah. I think that's good. I like mods when they can be used like that.
Yeah.
To have an extra edge to the game to make it fun or just stupid. Not to
Yeah, no, exactly.
obviously have an unfair advantage and grief people. But that sounds like really cool. And that's some of the great things about sandboxy games like GTA.
Yeah.
You can
Like-
just do random adventures.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean.
It's
Like,
cool.
I love it because, you can just have fun. But again, as I said, like, some people use it for malicious intent, and I don't see how that's fun, in my
No.
own personal opinion.
No. This is annoying as well. But that's cool. Yeah, I feel like I had asked that before, but either it escaped my memory or whatever. But that's that's cool. I love
Yeah,
how
no, I
one
don't-
thing turned into like an entire Discord and a woman nickname.
Yeah, well,
cool.
I didn't think I've told the full story before. Like, I kind of gave just the abbreviated version. But
Yes.
yeah, that's pretty much the full story of how it came
Wow.
a thing.
So now anybody that joins the Discord, will understand the reason why. He will
Yes.
take you up in a plane. Hey Troy, hello, how you doing? Welcome.
Oh, hello, Shiroi.
Yeah, this is Troy. I know. Speaking of the names thing, Troy gets called Cherry a lot. It's pretty funny. Like there's an O in there. It doesn't matter, but there's an O. It's just Cherry. So that's how we met, pretty much through Bullman the 24-hour stream, which is cool. And that
Yes.
was almost 3 months ago. And he's still around, which is cool. So there would be people that don't know that much about you, because I mean, you streamed for 9 months, 3 months. Yeah, like most people would know, but you know.
Yeah, no.
Two
Like, I'm sure people
hops.
do know me from, being in the chat, but
Yes.
yeah, no, not. I
There's
wouldn't say
always more.
everyone does know who I am.
The Dumpy Hoffs and Weed Plane to have what? Oh my goodness! One of my first things about you was always that like you became good friends with like Emil's and like Cannibal, and then you'd come into my stream with weird things like Dumpy Hoff, and I was just like, I don't know what's going on. I don't. Like
Oh,
why?
do you want the explanation of Dumpy Hoff?
Dumpy Hoff was from. I think I've gotten that before. It's a Saw reference. It's a guy in Saw and Emil's wants it. Sure, if it's an interesting story. Oh my goodness, the Dumpy Hoff. Okay, what's about the
Yes.
Dumpy Hoff?
Okay, so the Dumpy Hoff and the Dumpy Eric, or the Thick Eric. Oh, sorry, my phone is getting called. I called this before that I would get a phone call from someone as soon as I'm busy.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
So the whole Dumpy Hoff and the Thick Eric thing, we kind of came up with like, oh, actually, it was Emil's.
Emil's.
For Eric, we're just watching, and Eric is going through his torture scene, and he's supposed to have been in like this cell for months or even a year, so as far
Wow.
as we know.
What Eric?
And Emil's just says, "Damn, he be looking thick though."
That sounds like Emil's. Yeah, that sounds like Emil's.
And that's how we came with Thick Eric, and then Dumpy Hoff was you know the thick Putin meme, like or the white Putin meme
Yes.
where he's like white.
Yes.
Well, I tried searching for a white Hoffman, and
Okay.
I found one Reddit video where there was a white Hoffman, and what we did is we just like took a whole bunch of like the scenes from it and just cropped him out and turned him into emojis or emotes. And
Oh. Oh no, Mills. You guys should watch that. I'm. I remember even Sherbs
That's
had
the
as
one.
a sub emote. He had Thick Eric or whatever,
Yes, he did.
and it was so.
I remember as soon as he made it an emote, I came into your chat and I used it, and it instantly got deleted like within less than 10
Did
seconds.
it? Did
Yes.
it? Oh my god, I don't remember
Yes, it
that.
did.
Nice. Oh, good job, whoever that mod was. Nice. I would be like, that's usually something Emil's would do, but she's the one that kind of did it, came up with it, so surely not. Yeah, surely not Emil's.
Yeah, no, it definitely wasn't Emil's.
Yeah, I like that though. Good on you, mods. That's. I immediately, I think I recognized it as Sherbs, so I thought it was funny, and then I saw it get deleted. I'm like, oh, okay. So that's cool. That's how we met. Now they a little bit know more about you. You're Australian, obviously.
Yes.
And you're currently in New South Wales, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Were you born and raised in New South Wales?
No, I wasn't.
Ooh.
I was born and raised in a small town in Queensland called Landsborough.
Yeah.
So, like, about halfway between Brisbane and Gold Coast. So
Okay.
like, it's about an hour's drive to Brisbane, about 3 to 4 hours to Gold Coast.
It's like 20 hours from here. Yep.
Yeah. It's a bit of a distance,
It's
especially
up there.
from like right here. Like it took us about 16 hours to drive here from Queensland.
Damn. Okay, so
So-
yeah, it's up there.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
But I mean, we were kind of sightseeing along the way. So
Oh, that's
it's. I'm not
that's
sure if that's the full distance. I think it's about 200
Yeah.
k's or something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, no, like I do go back home about every Christmas or so. Like,
Okay.
obviously, I got all my family and stuff there.
Yeah.
But I moved here originally because I just kind of wanted to live on my own.
Yes.
Sort of like about growing up, Sort
Yeah.
of like, turning into an adult now, so I've got to like make some adult decisions.
Yep.
And that was my housemate who's in the room behind me. He messaged me. It's like, oh, do you want to go to uni here at Macquarie? And I said, oh yeah, sure, I'll give it a look, and I applied, and that's when I moved here.
Hey. Which is a really good university in Sydney, isn't it?
Yeah, no,
Is that
it's a pretty good university
Yeah?
here in Sydney. They've made some silly decisions with some of the things that they've done, but yeah,
Corporation isn't silly sometimes.
yeah. But otherwise, I enjoy it. It's a good campus. You've got everything that you need on there, and I assured Josh went and did the tour
Yeah.
on Wednesday, and I'm pretty sure he said he's also enjoying it as well.
He won't stop talking about it. He loves it. Yeah, I'm vibing. He's vibing. Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly. That's really cool. So what are you studying then?
At the moment, I'm doing a diploma of IT.
Ooh.
But once I finish my diploma, they'll put me into a bachelor.
Okay.
So I originally transferred here from doing a bachelor of game design.
Ooh.
But the university that I was at, they made it redundant. So the entire class was just dropped. And
Yeah.
When I moved here, I asked if I could transfer any of my courses, and they said there's only one class that you've done where your grades would even affect anything here. And they said, well, instead of doing the full bachelor, just do the diploma. You can take however long you want with the diploma. We'll just chuck you into a second year once you're done.
Okay. Huh. At least that kind of works out. Obviously, getting a redundant course could really stuff off some people's plans.
Yeah,
Seems
no,
like
exactly.
it's worked out okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
So by doing the diploma, it's given me time where I can like get some work and then still study at the same time.
Yeah.
Although, 2020 hasn't been the greatest time to try and get some work, has it?
No.
So,
No,
if,
it hasn't.
if I had have predicted 2020 coming, I probably would have stayed home, but I mean, it is what it is, and I've
Yeah.
enjoyed it so far, so
Exactly.
it's been fun.
We make the most of it.
Yeah.
So then, do you have any plans for what you're going to do with the IT degree? Or, like, what's Virm in 5 years? What's he working on?
Oh, Virm in 5 years is probably working at Macca's, honestly.
That's not a bad thing.
I wouldn't say Virm is working at Macca's. I'm hopefully working either at an IT firm or like just somewhere that has something to do with IT. Like, I wouldn't mind.
Distributing VPNs to high school students.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
a possibility.
Nice.
No, I have given it double thought. Like, if I can't get a job in the field that I want, I will probably do a teaching course.
Oh,
and then
that's cool.
Probably teach IT at schools.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't become a teacher, but I like that. I think anybody that's like, I could become a teacher, like, that's cool. I like it. A lot of people have really, really bad thoughts about teachers simply because they're teachers. But I'm like, the best teachers are the greatest human beings in the world.
Yeah,
as
no,
long as you
exactly.
become a good teacher, I think that'd be really cool. Nice. So you got some plans. Good. There's more plans than I have. I'm just like, if Twitch doesn't, I'm going to live on the streets. So that's cool. That's good.
Like,
that's good.
I always try to keep a step ahead, but like at the same time, it's like not every plan is ever going to work out. So you always got to try and keep a plan B.
Fair enough. Nice, Emils, of course. Yeah, I like that. I think there's a balance between I want to do exactly this, but not having any backups, and like I want to do this. We'll see. I'll be happy no matter what. We'll just see where we go.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Do you have any brothers or sisters?
I do have a sister.
Ooh, that's
she
cool.
just turned 10, I believe.
Oh, a bit of an age gap. Okay.
Yeah, there's a bit of an age gap. So I remember in year 7 when she was being when I was told that she was being born, I was like, oh no, I don't want a sister. Ew. And now I'm like, oh, I'm kind of glad I have some form of family on the same side, because I was always an only child for ages, and like once I was put into that position, I was like, oh wow, okay, it's totally different from what I was used to.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
I mean, I have an 11-year age gap with my sister, but there are 3 brothers in the middle. But like, yeah, it's cool. It's cool to have someone that old to kind of be around you. It's almost more of an uncle, like a fun uncle.
Yeah.
But still, like, they're your siblings. That's cool. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, no, she calls me from time to time and abuses me, but
abuses you.
It's what I expect from someone of her age. So
yeah.
It's fine.
I can imagine. And I'm guessing she's living like back home. That's why you go back for Christmases and that. See parents.
Yeah.
And
So she's living with my mom at the moment.
Okay. That's cool. She's doing it right then. Okay, Emils. Oh, hopefully Virm can take it. You take it from a 10-year-old.
Well, it's only a 10-year-old. It's not like it's a...
She could probably beat you up at Minecraft.
Oh, probably.
Yeah. That's cool. Now I gotta also ask about RuneScape, because you've spent 5,000 hours on RuneScape. Can I get a like, how much time period is that? Is that over 10 years, or is that how much?
That would be over 8.5 years.
8.5 years.
I quit about late 2018.
Okay.
I had a whole friend circle with RuneScape, and things didn't work out, so it kind of turned me away from the game.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
You know, it happens. Things tend sometimes not to work out with other people, and that's just unfortunately how life is.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, so I stopped playing RuneScape, and then I kind of just moved on from it. I started playing other games.
What drew you to a game like RuneScape, a massive MMO? Is it just the friends?
Okay, so I think I would have been back in year 5, and I was searching the internet, and I came across
that's
this
dangerous.
fabulous website called newgrounds.com.
Ooh.
And I was playing the Flash games on
Ooh.
Newgrounds, and up pops this advertisement for a game called RuneScape.
Okay.
And I was like, "Oh, what's RuneScape?" And I clicked on it, and boy, oh boy, was I drawn into it again.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been playing RuneScape ever since then, and then I made a few friends on RuneScape and a few friends at school. We all played RuneScape together. But you know, as we moved on from school and stuff, I kept playing it, made new friends through the game, but
Yeah.
they didn't. Obviously, they didn't want to play it anymore. It was a pretty dated
Fair.
game.
Yes, it is.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I eventually just played it for the nostalgia. Like,
Yeah.
this is what I've played for a long time. I'll just keep playing it. And then I kind of realized that it was kind of a bit too much, so I dropped it for a year or so. And then something in the back of my head just kept going, "Oh, you gotta play RuneScape. You gotta play RuneScape." So I picked it back up again. And
Fair
then
enough.
yeah, I played it again for another, I'd say 3 years, and then yeah, I had the falling out, and that's when I stopped playing again.
Okay.
So yeah, I haven't picked it up since.
That's fair. Yeah, I know those feelings. Sometimes games are attached to people, and so if the people,
Yeah,
then the game is also there. So yeah,
yeah. Like,
that makes sense.
personally, myself, I didn't use the game as a gaming platform. I just used it as a social platform. So
Yeah,
I would sit
I
at
can
the
see
Grand
that.
Exchange, and I would just talk to people like all day, every day.
Yeah,
Like,
that's cool.
I wouldn't skill, I wouldn't do anything. It was just typing, and I think I did that for at least a good year or two of gameplay on that.
Yeah, I think Advance played it a little bit. Maybe our older brother as well. So I saw them playing it, but didn't really care. And I think I played it maybe like 10 times, but only like the first hour or two because I was kind of young and I didn't actually know how like to progress in the game. I was just like, so I can remember kind of the first mission or two or three, but not really much further. I tried to meet up with friends like twice, but because there was no real way to message them other than at school, at least that I had back then.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
kind of had to trust them, and I don't think anybody ever showed up. I think I was always all alone.
Aw. Oh well. I
That's
mean,
cool.
you know what? It's all fun in the game anyway. Like, you can
Yeah.
still play it on your own. You don't need to play it with other people.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. These days, you kind of do need a group of people to play it with. It's not a game that I would ever play on my own again.
Fair enough. I mean, it got popular again recently because, like, I think Soldier Boy played it or something, and like,
Yeah.
why? Hey, Nora.
Hello, Nora.
Yeah. I was like, okay, RuneScape's apparently popular again. Cool. I like it though.
Yeah, no, it's especially. I mean, I haven't gone to old school RuneScape. I only ever played RS. Oh, I guess it's RS3 now.
Yes.
But it was because I just couldn't be bothered restarting my stats again. It was like, oh,
If
I
you
worked
put that
so
much
hard on
hours
all
in-
these stats. Do I really want to
Yeah.
start again?
Exactly. Yeah. That's nuts. Now I think I remember Sherbs telling me this, so I don't know if it's true or not because it's Sherbs. Did you meet Sherbs through a RuneScape connection? In some way?
Yes, I did.
Like,
Yes,
you
I
were playing RuneScape and one of your friends in RuneScape knew Sherbs. Something.
Not one of my RuneScape friends. I happened to be playing RuneScape at the time, and then a friend of mine called Dogger, he's messaged
yes.
me. He's like, "Oh,
Yes.
my a friend of mine is streaming. Do you guys want to come watch?" And you know, we just decided, okay, yeah, we'll come along. And we didn't think that we'd, or at least I didn't think I'd stick around. So I was just memeing.
Yeah.
Feel a bit hard. And he was like, "Oh, okay, well, the people that sub are gonna get they're gonna get a Pokemon card with their name and whatever they want written on it, right?"
Ooh.
And on the card, I asked him to write my name and then underneath, Big Dick Energy. Actually, hang on. I'll give me a second because I've still got the card with me. Hang on, I'll quickly grab it.
Yes, go ahead. That sounds like him. I can imagine Sherb would do that. Ooh. This is
Okay,
exciting.
So here is the card, the
Yeah,
Pokemon
Josh.
card. And
Yep.
it says the Big
It
Dick
does.
Energy. It kind of
Wow.
rubbed off a little bit in the wallet on the way home, but yeah.
Wow. So did he give it to you that What the heck? Did he give that to you when you met him just a month or two ago?
Yes. Yeah, so when we went
That's cool.
to... Oh, he's going to kill me if I say it wrong. Kayama, I think it's called.
Kayama. Okay.
He gave me the card when I went to meet him then. After we finished there, we stopped at the Bottle-O and we picked up a big case of Furfies. And then we went home and he gave me the card.
Oh, I feel like that's so sweet. It's like, hi, I'm meeting you for the first time. Here, you remember this card from a year ago? Have it.
They're calling me again.
If it's anything important, go ahead.
No. It's I tried calling them earlier to see how they're going, but they didn't answer the phone. So I'll call them back after.
Sucks to be them.
After the stream's done. Yeah. It is Dad, but
Dad.
I'll call him back.
If it's important, go ahead. But yes. Oh, that's so cool that you still have that card.
Yes, and I still have it here.
Through that, you decided to come back. Great, now you've got a Pokemon card. You might as well come back.
Not so much that. It's that I came back onto Twitch, and he just so happened to be playing Dead by Daylight at the time.
Okay.
And I think I was kind of at that point where the game interested me just enough for me to come back.
Okay.
And then I came back the third day, and then the fourth day, and then I just kept coming back. And then I finally turned his notifications on.
Oh, yes, notifications on. It's big time now. Yes.
And once I had his notifications on, I was pretty much in there every single stream until I went back to Queensland for a month.
Okay.
And then when I came back, I subbed again, and then I stuck around after that.
And then one day he gave you mod. I guess if you're there long enough, you get mod.
Well, I mean, yeah, I was there for a good 10 months before he did. But
okay, wow.
But he's good people, and
yes, he is.
I'm glad to have him as a friend. He's pretty cool.
Yes. I'm astounded by Sherby sometimes. I think he's great. So that's very cool. And now we've had more connections to him. Oh, it's so cool. So cool. Yeah, it's funny. He was the first person on the Balance Lounge, and now you add a 0 onto it to make 10, and now you're here. Oh,
yeah, no. Well, it's come full. Oh, I wouldn't say full circle, but it's come around.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been pretty good.
Agreed. Oh, meals. One of the things I didn't expect about streaming and Twitch is actually having like actual connections, like actual people, your friends. I understood that if I was able to do good enough, I'd be able to have a community or something, but like people that I would actually like go and seek out to meet, like it's crazy. Going steady, true fluid.
I mean, I think when Phil, I'm gonna keep calling him Phil, when he mentioned it to me, I think he meant it as a joke, and I actually took it literal. I was like, yeah, okay, let's meet up.
Yeah.
And then I think we ended up just going with it. So it was a bit of a train ride. I think it was about an hour and a half to get out there, but it was still it was worth it.
Yeah, it was fun. And you guys streamed that day, and it was quite enjoyable. First time I ever saw you was your face reveal, and then the stream that night, which we won't get into.
That was an interesting shock.
Is the VOD still there?
I'm not sure.
Like, that's a VOD that could be deleted. I don't know. Hey Nathan, hello. Yes, pretty much. Oh no, advanced.
Yes, the heavy is dead.
The heavy? Okay. I didn't pay
we
too
had a
much
video
attention.
linked to us that was called "The Heavy is Dead," and
like Team Fortress.
we lost it.
Something?
Yeah. Team Fortress. We just absolutely lost it. Like, great video.
I remember going in there once, and all it was you guys laughing and not being able to breathe for like 5 minutes. I'm like, what is going on? What did I miss? You guys can't stop laughing. Oh, the heavy is dead.
The heavy is dead.
3 minutes. Spoilers. Off to HMS. See, I knew this would happen. I knew this happened so much that there'd be a reference, and that like 3-4 people would get in Virm, and I'll be like, okay.
You have to watch the video to get that reference. It's pretty good.
Awesome. I'll put it on my watch list.
Top tier.
Top tier. It's fine. The spy does a backflip. Okay, this sounds unrealistic now. Doing a backflip. Team Fortress 2 was a good game back in the day. It was good.
Yes, it was. Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
By the time I played it, though, like servers were dying, and I don't know what to do, and yeah, but it was good.
I was not very good at it, and I remember when I downloaded it, it took up all the internet that we had.
Yeah.
And I told Mum that it wasn't me that used all the internet, so she calls Telstra and she abuses them and tops them
Really?
the usage back.
Really? Did you get the usage back?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Yes!
We just said that someone else was using the internet, and it wasn't us.
Yes, that's awesome. That's easy claps. Agreed.
She caught on when it happened the second time.
Oh, of course it happens there.
The computer went away for a month after that one.
A month? Damn.
Yeah. But that was fair.
I said this clip. Wow. Speaking of Team Fortress 2 though, you know that Advance and one of my older brothers used to be in part of official team?
No. I know Advance told me that he did play it, but I didn't know
really
that
official. My brother made the team, but then he actually got a decent amount of people in there. I don't know. It was kind of like at my border of memory. Like I was kind of young, but I felt like it was semi-serious. I feel like they planned games or something to play. I don't know. Anyway, this goes for 10 seconds, so I'm gonna show this clip. You'll disappear for a second. Okay. Oh. That one. No, that one. Good.
Myself off and left. I am alive. He's nice.
What's going on? What was that? Was that TOS? I don't even. That was nothing. Like that was 10 seconds of like, what is going on?
Definitely give it a watch. I can 100% recommend on how good it is.
I was too busy looking at the cam and you guys just like hunched over laughing. It's just, oh my goodness. Oh, that was great. Thanks for that clip, Emils. I appreciate it. I think. I don't even know sometimes. But that's very cool. Either way, it's good to see your relationship come into our relationship. I don't know. Little friend groups and cool. I hear it is though, Mills. It kind of it's whatever. The Sherps has got banned already. I can't imagine Sherps getting banned. He's like one of those like wholesome people.
He's so wholesome, but he just gets banned.
Yeah, he gets well. That's drunkenness for you. Now this is something I've been really curious about. And this is the last question I'm going to ask until we go into the actual people's questions.
Sure.
How did you become friends with Cannibal? Because Cannibal lives in Melbourne, and you live up there, like, but you became friends somehow.
All right, I'll try to shorten a 1-year story down into about a sizable chunk for you.
Fair enough.
So, this was around the time when I had that falling out with my RuneScape crew, right? I met a person that Cannibal is currently living with. And I was talking to her for about a good 6 or so months before she said that Cannibal was moving in with them. Okay. And I was like, oh, okay, that's fair. Now, I didn't talk to Cannibal very much when he did officially move in. Like, it was sort of like, oh yeah, we're playing Minecraft, do you want to join, sort of thing.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. And then Cannibal and I just kept talking pretty much all the time after the Minecraft stuff. And then there was, we all got together and we played Stardew Valley. So there was 4 of us all playing Stardew Valley together. And that went for about 4 or 5 months because we were playing with a mod. And so we played Stardew Valley together for about 4 or 5 months and then kind of like stuck together since then.
Wow. That's cool.
So yeah, I've known Cannibal for at least a year by now.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, because coming into that little group, I was like, okay, Sherps knows Virm because of like this connection there on that side of the world, and then Chara and Cannibal know because they went to school together or whatever. But then there's a Virm and Cannibal connection. I'm like, how did that happen? But interesting. That's cool. I like it when complete random stuff happens in a way and develops a really good friendship. Yeah,
no, it was like definitely around the time when I was probably like in my lowest part of like loneliness. I was just completely alone. I had no friends, and you know, one person introduces me to another person, and then there you go, a whole friendship blossoms.
Exactly. And now all 4 of you are, it's cool, and now more people. It's very cool how that has all happened, and now Char's around, and then it kind of the first I kind of paid attention to you is how much Saw you guys were watching. Just like, okay, you're a blessed being and I value friendship. Oh, Cannibal.
I value your friendship too, Cannibal.
Oh, you stay happy, dang you. Oh, Cannibal's great. Yeah, because Cannibal, I felt like, for me, came out of nowhere. As in, I was watching Sherbs, and then I don't remember if I saw Cannibal and Sherbs first, or Cannibal came into mine first, but Cannibal was just a person.
Cannibal just out of nowhere, because I started watching you first. Same with Phil, and then I kind of got Cannibal into watching Phil, but I couldn't really get him into watching you for at least a week.
That's you held strong for a week, Cannibal, and now you regret it. Sorry.
So yeah, it took a little bit of effort, but Cannibal finally came around and started watching you.
Wow, because at first, like, sometimes you can know when people know each other, the way they interact in chat. I thought Cannibal was just one of the random people that was, I don't know, looking through categories or something, just clicked on me or whatever. Like, oh, and then found Sherbs or other way around and just there. And then suddenly you're in voice calls. I'm like, huh, well, they became good friends quickly. But no, there was a year of friendship behind that.
There's been a bit of time of friendship there, yeah.
Yes, you didn't just blip, but you did blip for me. And yeah, Emil's met through Saw, and it's crazy. I specifically remember thinking, like, who's this Cannibal person? They appear to be more than just a normal, I don't know, viewer. It's cool. And now Cannibal is Cannibal. Cannibal's great. And we love Cannibal. Everyone does. And Cannibal's done a whole lot, and it's great. But yeah, that was my last question. And now this is the scary part.
Oh, this is the one I've been dreading the whole time.
Yeah, I was able to postpone it an hour. And now
I've been it's on my I guess it's been on my mind for the whole week now, and I'm like, oh no, what kind of questions am I gonna get? Especially after Phil was like, oh, you should be prepared for my ones. Like, oh no.
I will quickly say, guys, so there is a lot of references in there to things that I don't even understand. So I have deleted 1 or 2 questions because, you know, if 90% of the chat has no idea what's going on, it's probably not like the best question. But not all of them. Not all of them. Some of them I'm still like, I have no idea what's going on here, but I'm going to ask it anyway. So, you know, I'm doing a little bit of filtering because I can't ask 90 questions that 90% of the chat have no idea what's going on. Cheddar shapes. Oh, I like cheddar shapes. Ooh. Anyway, I think one of the best questions is the first question. It comes from Recurve, so it's like a normal question. It's great.
Okay, this one I've definitely been trading because I was told it's pretty nice.
It's simply, why are you the way you are? Monko as well. I don't know.
Why am I the way I am?
Good question. I think maybe. I don't know. I don't know how you answer that.
How do I answer such a question? That's a bit of a... Wow, okay.
I don't... You can literally say anything, I think. And it'll probably be appropriate.
Honestly, I am the way I am because of, I'd say my friends, really.
Friends?
Like, I'd say...
Good answer.
My friends do sway a lot of the things that I do.
I think within reason, most people. That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're swayed by your friend. That's fair. I mean, there's the old cliche of like you become like those you live with. And that doesn't actually mean obviously living with, but spending life with. So we blame
exactly.
Cannibal. Yeah.
Yeah, I can blame Cannibal.
Oh no. I'm sure cannibal has been a good influence. Maybe it's the other way around. We blame Virm for how cannibal is. Oh, hey, don't you side with them. No. Don't worry, cannibal. I got you. Or we blame Sherbs as well because I don't know. I like to blame Sherbs.
You could blame Sherbs.
And he has like the next 10 questions as well, interchanging with cannibal. So there's going to be a lot of blaming Sherbs here. Yeah, okay. Do you do you accept full incidental responsibility for the meme instances of the song Sea Shanty 2 within the Wings 95 channel?
I am very sorry, everyone, but yes, I do take full responsibility for the sea shanty.
That's right.
If I didn't start the sea shanty 2 thing in Phil's channel, it probably wouldn't have happened.
Agreed. Agreed.
I do remember pushing him pretty hard for having the sea shanty 2 command.
Yep. So if that... Oh, damn it.
Oh, no.
It hasn't come up. Oh, there it is. Okay, I'll quickly explain while this is going on. Thank you, Firefly. So Sea Shanty 2 is actually a song that has come from RuneScape, okay? So it's a RuneScape song. There is a command in Sherb's chat, ! Sea Shanty 2. And if you have enough of his channel points, not like Twitch channel points, but a separate channel points, it plays Sea Shanty 2, a little clip of it. Kind of like that, pretty much. And so that was a kind of a meme in Sherb's chat. And people would do it and stuff like that. And through that, I learned what Sea Shanty 2 is because I never knew what it is beforehand. And then as Virm comes over here and Sherbs comes over here, it made its way into here as the bit rewards. So it is full incidental responsibility over to Virm.
Yes. Yes, that's my fault. I'm very sorry.
I love it how one little decision, whatever, like a year ago, has now turned into this. Emil's pain. Just pain. Thank you for the 222, Firefly. At least you did the short one. I'm glad. I'm very glad it was just the short one.
It could have been the triple one. Now, that one's not my fault. You did that to yourself.
I kind of accidentally did that by stuffing around with the stream alerts and then having it play on stream and on the stream alerts page at the same time by accident. And it happened. I'm like, oh, but this is actually kind of a bop. So I made it. No, Ricky! Go away, Ricky. Love you, Ricky. Go away. No, I don't want it. So, actually, good question. When he first wrote that, I'm like, what? Virm has something to do with that? But it slowly came back to me. Like, oh, it's... Yeah, so I like that. Yeah. I like that. I'll steal your tires. Oh, for a second, I'm like, that's a terrible insult. But no, he's a race car driver, so that's actually a decent insult. Anyway, now we have cannibal. What's heavier, 50 kilograms of chicken nuggets or 50 kilograms of spaghetti?
That's right. It's 50 kilograms of spaghetti.
What was that accent? Why did you? I loved it. Spaghetti. Thank you. I don't know. I guess that's another reference to something. I don't know. But that was beautiful.
Have you seen the video where it's like, it's Limmy and he's asking what's heavier, 5 kilograms? No, it's just a kilogram of steel or a kilogram of feathers.
Yep.
I couldn't even get it right. And he says it's obviously the kilogram of steel because the kilogram of steel is steel, not feathers.
Makes sense.
But his friends are trying to explain to him, no, they're both a kilogram. And but he just can't wrap his head around that it's actually both the same. And he keeps saying that it's the steel and that the feathers are cheating because there's a lot more feathers than there is steel.
Wow, that has over 8 million views.
Yes.
But look how big it is. That's cheating. Shut up, advanced. Wow, I didn't know that was like a thing. Wow, interesting indeed. Interesting. Okay. So is that where that originally came from when you guys asked it in Sherbs?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I think
Wow.
Sherbs put it in my Discord. He has Phil's announcements, and I'm pretty sure Sherbs put it in there. Although I
Okay.
could be wrong on that one. Meal to put it in memes instead.
And then you guys asked it for Sherb's Pilot Lounge, and now it's been asked every single Pilot Lounge since.
Yes, it has.
So, do you accept full incidental responsibility for the meme instances of 50 grams of kilograms in spaghetti?
Actually, no, that's Emil's on that one.
Emil's again? Damn it, Emil's. Fair enough. Well, I like it. I think it's kind of funny of what people think about it. Most people have been like, yeah, it's obviously the same. Not everybody, though. So, yeah. That's right. A kilogram of steel. No, I can't
Kilogram of steel.
I would take the vote for that one. That was completely entirely. Damn it, Emils. Why am I not surprised though? And then Cannibal asks, on top of that, why no stream yet, Virm? And then in capitals, we want Virm streams, people, right? So you knew this was coming. Virm streams.
So, honestly, the reason I haven't streamed is I really need to work on my sleeping patterns.
Yep.
I'm either waking up at like 2 in the afternoon or 4 in the afternoon, and some days I might be waking up at 7. And then some other days I might just be happen to be having a nap at like 7 in the evening. Like I just don't know when I'm going to wake up. It's very sporadic. So
Fair enough.
If I can actually figure out how to get a proper sleeping pattern, I might start streaming.
Interesting. Good answer, I think. Because Cannibal, real life is more important than streaming. Get himself right first and then he'll stream. Cannibal.
I have said to Cannibal before that I need to work on myself before I work on a stream. So.
I agree. Because if you start streaming while you're not quite yourself, then it won't be as good. I'm here for that 100%. Yeah. Good. Cannibal. I know. It's jokes. But at the same time, I wasn't interested when Virm stream was going to happen. So, good answer. So we'll see in the inevitable future. As soon as he gets sleeping right. Self-care. Yes, exactly. Gucci. I like it. And then Sherbs. A very, very simple 5-word question. Why do you hate me? That being Sherbs. Why do you hate Sherbs?
I don't hate Sherbs. Since when did I hate Sherbs?
And then a Cannibal immediately follows that up with Virm. Why do you hate Sherbs, Pepe Han? So people think you hate Sherbs.
I don't hate Sherbs. Why would I hate Sherbs?
Oh, don't tell me that. Tell them that.
I don't know.
I presumed Cannibal. Imagine hating Sherbs. I know, one of the nicest people on Twitch. Wow.
Exactly. Imagine hating Sherbs. Yeah. Like,
shake my SMH.
Why would I hate Sherbs? I have no reason to hate Sherbs.
No, nobody has a reason to hate Sherbs. Other maybe he's too nice. But SMH my head. My goodness. That was good, easy answers. Oh, and they both have Sages on them. So yeah, people thought never too nice. I agree. Now actually, you mentioned this just you mentioned this just before stream actually that you were playing. He said sorry because I bumped into him on Rocket League. Yes, he did. You bump into him and he's like, sorry, I didn't. That's Sherbs. Yes.
See, how can you hate Sherbs? He's too nice.
Yes, he is. He's incredible. He's actually, I've said this to multiple people. He's one of my favorite people in the world, despite never meeting him or anything. I just think I'm a big fan. I'm a massive fan. Anyway, he's such a beautiful. He is.
I
agree.
Yes.
He's so great. Anyway, you mentioned this just before stream that you have been playing a bit of Persona 5, and that's what the starting song was.
I have.
It was a Persona 5 starting song. That's why you played it. So this is an interesting question. Sherbs asks, why won't you play Persona 3? What's wrong with Persona 3, Virm?
There's nothing wrong with Persona 3. It's just that I've had Persona 5 sitting here for 7 months and I haven't played it. I've played Persona 3 like about 1,000 times back in the day on the PS2.
Oh.
I've only played Persona 5 twice, and that was the original. I want to play Persona 5 Royal.
Fair enough.
Because I spent about $100 on it, and I haven't had a chance to play it.
$100 it took you 7 months to play it? Wow.
Well, I did get through a bit of it, and I was playing it on about the hardest difficulty, and then I got stuck in one of the palaces, and I couldn't complete it after that.
Fair enough. You're playing on the hardest difficulty on the first time. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Nice, Lord. So you're striking me as the type of person that doesn't really play a lot of games, but really gets into games.
Oh, I wouldn't say doesn't play a lot of games. I play a fair bit of games. It's just that lately there hasn't been many good games.
Agreed.
So
Yeah,
I haven't had an option to play anything good.
that's fair. Yeah. But 5,000 hours on RuneScape, 1,000 times Persona 3. It's like, you do like games. If you
Yes.
get into a game, ooh. So
Yeah.
you're the type of person to play 5 and not 3. I can tell by your persona. Oh my goodness, Josh. But that's cool. That's cool. Wow, Josh. Yeah. Mills just came up with 0 badges for me, and that was really scary. 0 badge of meals. Ugh. Anyway. Glitchy, I know, right, Josh? I know, it's so weird when it made without badges. Oh my goodness, it's not good. Yeah, you got him back. It's easy. So that's interesting. Yeah, I was curious about that, especially since I knew you were playing a bit of a Persona. I didn't know which one it was, but I was like,
Yes. No, I know that he wanted me to play Persona 3 at the same time as he did, but I was kind of
Yeah.
like in the mindset where I do want to play Persona 5 because I haven't played it as much as I played 3.
Fair enough. I think that's perfectly fair enough. Fair enough, Sherbs. If you're watching this VOD, get off his back. Oh, of course you would, Josh. Now we have Cannibal, and then now we're nearly at the end of the Cannibal and Sherbs part of this podcast. If you could have any pet in the world, no license or legal issues, whatever, what would it be?
Any pet
Anything.
in the world.
I guess it could be an elephant or a tiger. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Oh, any pet in the world. Honestly, a goldfish.
Out of all pets, every animal in the world, you get a goldfish.
Yep. Easy maintenance.
Fair enough.
Got to change the water every now and then. Feed it every day. Make sure its
Animal.
temperature is fine. Literally, I would
Yeah.
have a goldfish.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm sorry, Cannibal.
Fishy. That sounds fishy. Yes, that's right, Advanced. That's... Wow. That's not the answer I was expecting, but actually a good reasoning behind it. Better be
Yeah.
a pretty good goldfish. I agree. I agree.
Look, if otherwise, I don't know. I do like pets. Pets are pretty cool.
They are.
Just I'm very a low maintenance person when it
Yeah.
comes to pets. I don't like looking after them as much as like I like having pets. So
Yeah.
a goldfish suits me probably the most.
Yeah, I agree. Because when people have asked me, oh, what pet do you want or whatever, I'm like, I'd love it if my housemate owned a dog. That means I'm not responsible for it. The housemate does everything, but I get to play with it.
Yeah, no,
So
exactly.
I
Like,
agree.
if my
Yeah.
housemate was the one caring for the animal, then yeah, definitely I'd get like a cat or a dog or something. Like
Yeah.
that. But yeah,
Exactly.
otherwise, if I'm looking after it, for sure, 100% a fish.
That's fair. That's fair. I like it. I might need to rechange my answer. Yeah. You had good reasoning. I like it. Hey, Mona. How you doing? Welcome. Adam Goldfish lived in my room named Freckles. He died when he left him alone for 2 weeks while we were in Mexico. Why did you... Of course he was going to die. 2 weeks, Emils. 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's wow.
Wow. They're putting
Okay.
lip gloss. Oh, no, Gucci. Wow, people...
Are you serious, Emils?
That's a good question. Who's been there for the group pack? Pretty much, Emils. Yeah, that's right. Talk normally. I don't tighten my... Do you, John? Okay. And you still put it on your lips? Yeah, Fluid. Well, I mean, they don't breathe it. Like, they was having... The lip gloss would have gone into their system, whereas... I don't know. Anyway. I still wouldn't put lip gloss on. My lips are fine. Actually, decent answer and question, though. And then I'm guessing there's a reference to this. Shervs asks what your thoughts are on the Transformers community.
I want to eat the sandwiches small.
Was that a pre-recorded answer? Wait.
Okay, I'll give context for this one.
What?
So there's a Discord that Sherbs invited us to. It's pretty much like just a community of people who like Transformers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Monka stuff has been said in that chat, so I'm not going to really relate what was actually said in that chat.
Fair
But
enough.
when we joined, we asked to have the midget bot role, and we said that we'll
Okay.
continue to eat the sandwich of small so that we can be midget robots together. And they got pretty upset with our answer, and they told us that we couldn't have that one. So they gave us a different role. We took it and then put some memes in there and got banned.
You're bad for it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, straight up banned.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
So-
I love it. You seem to take boredom as a challenge.
Yes.
It's like, I'm bored. This is a challenge. We're going to find something. I'm going to take a blooming modded plane in Minecraft and become a Sky Daddy. Or I'm going to go into a Transformers and ask for the sandwich is small. Like...
Okay, so
oh my goodness.
I'll see if I can get the... Because I've uploaded the emote itself onto BTTV, right?
Really?
Yeah, so... And I got some help from Advanced for this one.
Oh, yes.
He had to make it a bit washed out so that I could use it. I think that should work.
Okay.
And we were pretty much just using that emote like the whole time.
And you kept using that emote over and over
Yep.
again in Discords. I remember.
Yeah, I had that as my profile picture on Discord
Yep,
and everything
you
for
did.
ages.
I hate it so much. Like, I just... Why? What is it? I
It
just...
was the sandwich was small.
Did you find this somewhere originally?
Oh, we found it in another Discord that shows it.
Nothing. And the worst thing is, right? Bot and some other person have it. Why?
Well, I kind of told Bot that he should have it.
This is I
I don't know who the random is that has it, but Pog them.
Movie Night 6. Let's see.
I might
What
go
is-
give them a follow, actually, just by
He has
having that.
eating sand. Oh my. This guy has eating what? This guy. I don't like this guy. That guy looks weird. But either way, this was one of those things I remember where I was like, Meals and like Advanced and Sherbs and Virm, they're all doing this weird thing and I have no idea what they're talking about. So I'm gonna try
Yeah.
not like what?
Yeah, no, that was pretty much it. Like we just went in there and we were spamming. We were like asking for the midget bot role and kept spamming that emote over and over and over again until they gave us a role, and then they kicked us like pretty much almost instantly.
Fair enough. Fair enough. One thing I can be thankful about looking at all that is that before Saw, I don't think I ever would have. We saw Jigsaw, and I don't think I ever would have like looked at those type of movies ever. But since then, I've seen quite a few of those type of movies. Like, none are coming to mind, but like kind of gory-ish, like thriller horrors, like The Purge, is I think along the same lines of genre. And so because of you guys, I know watched those type of movies before, never would have.
Yeah, no, like, I mean, I can understand why Saw, for example, would get a couple of people because they can get a bit gruesome.
Yeah.
And some of them are a bit,
Yeah.
Except for the one that we watched, that was a bit meh.
Meh.
Although that doesn't take anything as bad as Saw 3D, or I think it's Saw 7. That is a terrible film, and I don't wish that anyone to watch that movie. That was terrible. Like, I would honestly watch 2010 Moby Dick again and watch that.
Another woman reference there. Hey Felix, hello, how you doing? Welcome. Pink
Speaking
blood.
of 2010 Moby Dick, you can actually find a beautiful review for that movie if you search it up in Google.
I wonder who wrote it.
Yeah, I wonder who wrote that.
Yes, I wonder. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna move on. No, Emils. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's well. Okay, we have one more question by Sherbs, at least for a little bit. He asked you your shoe size. I don't.
My shoe size?
Yeah,
12 to 13.
12 to 13. Okay. Next, he's gonna ask you like your pant size, maybe head size, so we can put the bucket heads on nicely and what F to do? Maybe Emil's. I don't know. I don't care. Anyway, okay. Actually, no. Sherbs only literally asked one more question, and it's simply, "Are you serious, Virm?"
Jesus. Okay.
So, are you serious?
Yeah, I've just answered it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
There
Okay.
you go. Okay, he's serious. Okay, that's enough of Sherbs' questions. Good, we made it through that. Oh dear. But now Recurve. Recurve has a good question. This is a great question. Yes. Wait. What? That's the yeah. I've never been more blue. It's ridiculous. That's what people are laughing at. Yeah, I forgot it's.
Yes, I
I'll
wonder who wrote that review. It seems
I
like
wonder.
a very interesting movie review.
Yeah, I mean, at that review, you definitely need a watch. Definitely.
Exactly,
I don't know
yes.
why having blue, I don't know why that's a good thing, but I don't want to get into that either. So we're gonna leave that there. Hopefully everybody's calm down. Oh my goodness. 2 people have found this review helpful. Yeah, what? Emil's an advanced. Oh, okay. So recurve. Okay.
All right.
Okay, good. Got you. I know next to nothing about you. Great start to a question. Give us a crash course. So I don't know where you're gonna go with this. But what's a crash course on Virm? Who is Virm?
What, do you want like a life story?
If that's if you want. That's probably a big crash course.
Okay, well, let's start off with I wasn't the greatest kid at school. I
can't imagine why.
Yeah, I was a bit of a. I don't want to say problem child, but I was a bit of a problem child. I wasn't very nice to my teachers, and I just caused so much problems for at least all the faculty.
Boredom is a challenge. I can see.
Yeah,
that.
I got suspended quite a few times from
Really?
school. I'm actually very surprised I never got expelled.
Fair enough. Okay. I love that quote. That's a good one.
Yeah, unfortunately, there was like things that, with my current knowledge, I probably wouldn't have ever done, but I did some stupid things. Like Emil's keeps quoting here, like anybody want a VPN?
Yes.
I made a proxy network. Or I wouldn't say a proxy network. I came across one on the internet that was open source that I edited a little bit and gave to everyone else at school. And then someone got caught with it on, I think they have Facebook blocks, so they got caught on Facebook. And then the principal asked me to come to the office, and I got suspended for a whole term. Like, that was the last term of year 12. Yeah, year 12. Like my entire last term of year 12 was spent inside the office. Lunch.
Wow.
Everything was in the office. I wasn't allowed outside. So I just stopped going to school for the last term.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
It's like a prison. Hey, like, we'll allow you to finish your HSC, but you're not going anywhere near the computers or other students. Wow.
Yeah, it was definitely like prison. So I just didn't go to school for the rest of the year, which was, I mean, understandable, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of learnt my lesson then, and I haven't really done anything stupid like that since. But I mean, I haven't really had an opportunity to do anything stupid like that. I mean, university, it's not like they block anything at uni. You can do whatever you want. Just obey the law, really.
Yeah, pretty much. How many years ago was year 12?
Oh, almost 5, 4.5.
Almost 5. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're like a year or two older than me. Not too much. Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
Every time I think about how like long ago it actually was, I'm like, bruh, I'm getting old.
I know. Yeah. Seems
it's been a while.
Okay, well, yeah, you've become more responsible, matured. That's what I'm looking for. Matured a little bit in 5 years.
Yeah,
it seems.
yeah. Like, I would have considered myself mature. I was mature for my age at the time. Like, even though I was a bit immature, like, I actually was immature, but I was more mature than, say, my friends were during
Yeah,
the time. Um, but my maturity level has definitely risen since I've left school,
that's
like,
cool.
drastically.
I almost like hearing stories about people that are now adults that weren't good kids, because I obviously would have been nice to be a good kid. But seeing that like all the bad kids that I used to know back in school, like they can become actually good people, and
Yeah.
to see that somebody actually grew, I feel like you'd almost be a better person if you had a bad history, because
Yeah.
you know where the lines
Like-
are or whatever. I think it's cool to hear.
Like, I didn't have many friends in school, and I used to wonder why. And now that I've grown up and I think about how I was when I was in school, I'm like, oh, well, now I know why I didn't have many friends. So I was like,
For
maybe
me.
if I had stepped up and actually, been a good kid, then maybe I would have had more friends than I did. I think it was because, like, I tried to have the whole how do I put it? Being dumb is cool.
Yeah.
Was sort of like the mindset that I had all the way through school. And then
Yeah.
it took me until at least my high school years to realize that, yeah, being dumb isn't actually cool. Time to
No, not really.
mature a little bit.
Yeah.
And
And it's only cool,
yeah,
so
that's
cool for so long.
yeah. Well, I had more friends in high school than I ever did in my entire schooling beforehand.
Wow.
So, yeah,
Okay.
and like that was a big change for me. And I was really happy in high school, whereas when I was in school, like I wasn't the happiest kid.
Fair enough. Oh. And
But
now
yeah, I
look
mean-
at you. Oh.
But yeah, now look at me. It's like
Yeah.
I'm much better off now. And I mean, if I could go back
Cool.
in time with prior knowledge, I definitely would have done things differently.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure anyone would say that.
Probably. Yeah. And hey, Char. Hello. We spoke a bit about you, Char.
Hello, Shah.
Or Chaff, or Char, or, I don't know. But that's cool. I like that story. Oh no, you're here. Oh, yeah, that makes me like, I don't know. I don't even know what it makes me. It's just like, oh, it's cool.
Yeah, it's like, it is what it is, and it's part
Yeah.
of life. It's part of growing up. Like, not everyone was ever going to have the most extravagant lifestyle. So
Yes, exactly.
it is what it is.
So that, like, at least I know there's still hope for advanced. Right. Oh, I love you, advanced. Oh, sad. Sorry, advanced. I mean, there's still hope for me, man. I don't know. That pay point. Advanced. I was gonna say Josh, but I'm like, oh, maybe that's too real. The past shapes the person you are now. Even trauma. Yeah. Obviously, like we don't like her trauma. We hope nobody has trauma, but like, if you get to it, and become a better person on the other side, it's cool.
Yeah, no. Hopefully, like hopefully no one's having trauma. Like,
Yes.
it's not something that you would ever want to deal with in your life.
Exactly. Oh, we do seem to have a bit of an older chat right now. But if there are any kids that are like, I hate in school, I don't have any friends or whatever, then it's like, see, like, school is only so much of your life. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
You
like-
change, you become a better person, hopefully.
You don't
Whatever.
have to have friends in school to like get by in life. You can still make friends and have friends
Exactly.
from school. Like me, I don't talk to anyone that I went to school with. None of them were. I wouldn't say real people. They were kind of like fake friends, if you would
Yeah.
put it in that sense. Kind of like the people that you don't want. You just say they're a friend, but they're not really friends.
Yeah, I agree. Because, like, I was pretty lucky. I went to a school between 7 and 10, and I still have friends there now. Like, Spook comes into chat sometimes, and Flick
Yeah.
sometimes, and that. And they're amazing, but then I moved to another school for 10 to 12. I have nobody from there now. So it's, like, you might find some long life friends, and so, like, you shouldn't be like, this doesn't mean anything. I won't have any of my friends. You might,
Yeah.
but at the same time, you might not.
And like again, I wouldn't ever say never. Like there could be
Yeah.
one day where they might contact you out of the blue and say, "Hey, look, it's been since,
Possible.
I don't know, 8 years, 10 years since I've last spoken to you. Like, do you want to get a beer or something? You know, like
Yeah, there's that possibility. True.
yeah.
True. And yeah, what Josh is saying, stay in school, learn the basics, make connections. Don't stress yourself up. Now, Josh, read that again and actually do it in your own life. Because that would be great.
Except for the don't stress yourself part, you're always going to stress yourself, especially in uni. Trust me, 100%. You're always going to stress yourself in uni.
There's I think there's a happy medium. It's like uni and school is important. And so you should be anxious about things important, because if you're not, then you're probably not taking it seriously in a way.
No, exactly.
But you shouldn't let it ruin your mental health or whatever.
No, not at all.
Do what you can, but don't ruin yourself over it.
Like, don't overstress yourself, especially when you're doing your assessments. Like, take the time to do them over the course of what you're given. Don't do it last minute like I normally do.
Yeah.
Because you're going to,
like I normally did.
You're gonna. Yeah, no, you're gonna burn out if you keep doing it last minute. Like, I burnt out an entire semester, and I literally just dropped the entire semester because of it.
Wow. Yeah. I kind of was the same thing in 7 to 9. I worked pretty hard, and then I moved school and burnt out, so I didn't even care about 10, 11, 12.
Yeah.
Like,
no,
nah.
it's
You gotta pace yourself.
You definitely gotta pace yourself.
So Felix, we're your friends. We are. And yeah, Steam. There's more people, of course. Steam, yes, and that's cool. Nitrogen. Since year 1, that's nice. I don't have any from that early. Year 8 would be my earliest friends. Virm. I'm guessing that's Virm, right?
Yeah. So that's another one
nickname
that I get called. Goodness. I get Virm.
Wow. Virm, come to Malvern. Yes. I'd be there. I wouldn't be partaking in the alcohol, but I'll be there. That would be fun. And yes, Emils, take notes. Because normal stress is good. Last minute here sounds like a millimeter. Yeah, Josh, right. Hey, Alien! Someone that kind of knows about school Alien. And work and stuff like that.
Alien understands.
Yeah, I think so.
100%, especially on that thesis.
Yeah. Alien has, 6 days left until the thesis, I think? Or, no, less than that. I think it's Wednesday. I don't remember. Sorry, Alien. But yeah. 5 days. There you go. So, yeah, if you ever need, I think, advice about schooling and how to manage it, Alien might be a good one. Alien's very wise just in general anyway.
Well, I mean, she's definitely done more than I have. She's done thesis. So.
Yeah, doing it.
I never even got to the point where I could do a thesis. They just destroyed my course before then.
Yeah. That actually happened to my sister as well. She was doing a course, but then, went overseas and did some study there or whatever, and kind of, kept backing it off, but doing it slowly in a way. And so eventually they're like, we're not doing this course anymore, but you're the only one left. You're the only one still doing it. So they were like, if you finish your thesis, we'll give you the everything.
They'll give the credit,
you have this amount of time to finish your thesis, and then the whole course is gone, never done again. See, I think she did it in time, I think.
What was heartbreaking for me was because I literally only had about a year left. Well, not even a full year. I had another semester to go before I was finished, and they just cancelled the whole course. And I was like, oh, wow. Okay. And then at the end of that year, I was seeing everyone that I went to school, not everyone, but a lot of people that I went to school with, they're putting on Facebook, oh, yes, I'm graduating. I've completed this and I completed that. I'm like, that was me. I was almost there. I was so close, but yet so far.
Wow.
But look, don't ever say never. Don't give up. Just, if you want to go through it, just do it.
Yeah. Good advice. Also, the other man of the hour, Sherbs, is here. Hi, Sherbs. How you doing? Welcome.
Yeah, no, 5k hours is very little in comparison to a lot of people that I do know.
Oh, damn it, Phil. I like how that's the first thing you notice. Yeah, I'm gonna just look. Yeah. And hey, Bot as well. Hi, Bot. How you doing?
Hello, Bot.
Welcome. Good to see you as well. Shertherbers. Oh, Sherthreebers. Oh, yeah. We're just current for the people just arrived. We're talking about school, actually, a riveting topic. But how to manage it, because I don't know. I think it's kind of interesting how different people manage it, and I think topical for some people, especially with Josh has HSC in a week or something. And others, especially right now, because who sucks being online from what I hear.
Look, honestly, it has been I wish I just could have dropped the whole year. It's been terrible.
Yeah.
Like the worst year of anything that I've ever had to do. Like studying in your own room is so bad because you just get so distracted. There is
Yeah.
I don't know how they thought people were going to do it because it was like no. They should have just said, "All right, don't worry about it. We'll do it next year."
Yeah. Yeah. I know
'Cause-
Wardog just deferred for the year. Like, that's
Yeah.
a good idea. No, not doing it this year.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Next week's last week of online. Wow, they're going back already. And was wow. And yes, but you probably finished school before I was alive, so. Anyway, hey Nitro. I only passed 2 subjects at uni last year. I failed, and this year and last year I got a job. At least you got a job. It's good that you got a job. You kind of just got a job in time.
Right. Like
I was lucky as well to get a job in February. If I had have not got that job and had to keep looking another like 2 weeks, would have been impossible. So,
And look, like-
lucky.
failing isn't the end of the world. I mean,
No.
you might get told that you can't go to that institution anymore, which is very rare in most cases, but they might tell you that you can't. It's not like you can't go to another institution
Yeah.
because you've still got that education from high school or anything that you can use to get back in.
There is
So
so
don't think that
many
it's ever the
workarounds.
end. Yeah, no, never say it's the end because it's not.
Like, we were told for Deakin, because I lived in Colac and Deakin was the biggest university close.
Yeah.
And so we were told, like, look, and there was a lot of advertising at our school for Deakin because it was the closest one. A lot of people went there. And they were always like, get this ITAR for this is a uni, but we have this place called Deakin College, which is like a step down. And you just do a year at Deakin College, and then you can transfer into uni and just completely bypass the ATAR, pretty much.
Yeah,
or
no,
something
well,
like that. It's like,
That's
wow.
essentially what I did when I started uni. Back home in Queensland, when I was doing school, ATAR was called OP,
Yeah. Okay.
and I didn't do OP. I completely just didn't bother. I didn't go for it. So I got my high school certificate, and I'm like, at the end of high school, I'm like, oh well, what do I want to do? I don't really feel like working right now, so how about I go to uni?
Yeah.
And that's when I learned, well, I needed a OP score to get into uni. And I was like, oh, I didn't go for OP. I was like, oh, what have I done? And they said, okay, but you can do this course for 6 months and you can go straight into uni after that.
There you go.
And I was like, okay, yeah, all right, I'll do that. And that's how I got into uni.
Wow. There's always a way.
Yeah.
I don't like the ATAR in a way. Like, it just, I never looked at my ATAR. I have no idea what it was. It's just like, there's so much pressure on ATAR, and it's really, really hard to get a good ATAR. Because you have to beat so many people. It's just such a competition. But fortunately, there's so many ways around it. So that's good.
I think from OP to ATAR ranking, I think I hit 79, and I needed 80 to get into the bachelor straight away. So I was like, I was pretty upset. But,
dang. Yeah. I think it's your GPA, Gucci. But but yes. Like,
it is GPA. Because I know America, they just go straight for the GPA. Like, I put it this way, my GPA currently here is 3.5, which I'd say about average.
Okay.
It's not the greatest, but it's not the worst either.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, so
ATAR is definitely overrated.
I view ATAR as a shortcut. If you're able to get the ATAR, you can get a little shortcut. But if you're not, there are plenty of other roads there. SATs, I don't know what SATs are. A's and B's. There you go, Ricky. The ranking system. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But it doesn't matter. Especially, like, if you want to go to... I feel like there's less and less people going to uni as well. And that means the ATAR is less and less important. Because it's literally just it's an enter score.
It's literally an entrance score. And if you don't pass the ATAR, you can just go to TAFE and do a TAFE course for one month. Then you've got a certificate, and then you can use that certificate to get into uni. Yeah. So...
And I swear, some schools, like I had gone to a private school, and they're like, ATAR is the be all and end all. And then I go to a public country school, and they're like, we know none of you are going to get the right ATAR, so here's all these different ways. Because our highest score there was like 69 or something. Like, we know none of you is going to get the right ATAR, so here's how to do all the other things. So I get it just depends on how the school, like, tells you what it is. But definitely some are just, the ATAR is everything. And my parents kind of thought that as well. You need a good ATAR. I'm like, no, I don't.
It was difficult for me, especially like when I came down to here, because I had to understand what ATAR, the difference was between ATAR and OP. Because back home we have an OP rating system of about 30. 30 being the lowest and 1 being the highest. And I had to try and convert a OP of 8 to ATAR, and that's where it came up.
Okay.
So I had to convert it to whatever it was, and it was about 79 or something like that.
Huh.
And I missed off by
That's...
1 point. Like 1 point I could have got my bachelor.
Oh, that's annoying. Yeah. But hey, it's working out in the end, it looks like.
Yeah, no. I mean, I can still get into it, as I said.
Yeah.
I just got to do the diploma.
Yeah. Yeah, so even Firefly did a pathway. Sometimes it's way better to talk to people like 2-3 years older than you than your teachers, I think.
Yeah.
They actually did it. So,
the teachers, they've done it and they don't care anymore. Whereas someone that's still doing it, they will explain it to you like, yeah, this is what you need.
Yeah, and the information isn't necessarily like out of date, but out of experience. Like the experience is so long ago. So they might actually have the information right in front of them in paper form, but like they don't actually know. They haven't researched all the different things because they didn't actually do the exact pathway you're doing, probably, because they didn't know how to teach
they don't need to do it anymore. So it's like, unless they're going back to do another course, it's not necessary for them to do anymore.
Yeah, so, there you go, Meals.
Yeah, there you go, Meals.
Well, I mean, my advice isn't always very good because I come from a very school doesn't matter because I never used school because I worked at Macca's and have never gone to a uni and whatever. But mine comes from a very do whatever makes you happy instead of whatever gives you a successful job. But if you think a successful job is going to make you happy because you really, really want to become a vet, you want to, you know, work with animals or whatever, then you do need to do well at school, obviously.
Like, do what makes you happy. Like, don't focus on what's the most successful job that you can go for. Do something that's like going to help you, but also what makes you happy. Like, going for a job that's going to, it's going to give you good money, but if it's going to piss you off every day, you're going to do a lot worse in your field than something that you would have loved doing. Like, if you really want to be a vet, go for being a vet. Like, just do it. Don't worry about what the final on that's going to be.
Yeah. Like,
just live your life. Be happy with what you're going to do.
Yep. And I know someone that actually was going to be a vet. Did the first 3 years, and it's segmented into science, 3 years of science, and then you go off and do specific veterinary. Pretty sure this person did 3 years of science, if I remember correctly. And then after that was like, you know what? I'm actually happy with what I'm doing. I'm not going to continue further education. And now they're doing awesome. They're married and all that. They're doing well. So, like...
there you go. Do, as I said, always do what makes you happy and not what's going to just give you more money in the long run. Because even if the monetary gain is going to come along, you're going to adversely affect yourself by doing something you don't like.
But then, of course, there sometimes comes a time where, like, I just need money, so I'm not homeless. I almost took a job once where I'm like, I need a job, but I know I'm going to hate this job. But fortunately, I was able to get some way instead.
If you're going to do a job that you hate, try to do it for as little as possible.
Yeah. Well, I worked at an abattoirs for 3 months, and I didn't actually hate it. I more hated the hours and the physical work, 10-hour days of arg. But the actual work wasn't that bad. But yeah, I only did that for 3 months because I'm like, I now have money because it paid quite well. I'm gonna go and try and do my own thing and be happy now. And hey, don't drink and draw. Hi, welcome. And yeah, the money usually flows. I'm doing what I love, and the money's kind of. I mean, the government is giving me all the money usually, which is great. Yeah, Char. See, that's one of the things I love about public schools. They don't care about scores because they're gonna be given money anyway. Whereas private schools actually really care about scores because then they might not get money. So yeah, like I'm probably, if I ever have kids, I'm probably just taking them to publics the entire time because even though it's such a bad rep on public schools, So I won't take him to, you know, the worst public school, but I mean, yeah, I guess it depends if they want to be a doctor or not.
Yeah,
Nice.
no, exactly.
But I feel, yeah, I've heard stories from Emil's, and we've talked about Emil's school on the stream a bit. Sounds like the worst school I have ever seen, and they are I mean, it's a fortune. They're paying a fortune for the worst school. It's ridiculous. Yeah, like sometimes, obviously, if you want to be here, you have to do some maybe dirty stuff down here. Not like bad stuff, as in just stuff that you won't necessarily enjoy to get here and have a happy life. And sometimes you just gotta do that. That's fair, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But let's see, yeah, have a plan. Make sure you know what you're actually doing. And yeah, I'm glad you're getting out of meals. Yeah, I'm glad. Anyway, wow, it's an interesting conversation. That all came from give us a crash course on you from Recurve. Thanks, Recurve. Char. I went to not a Catholic school, but a Lutheran school, so different, not as crazy. And it was really good. It actually was. Yeah, my private school that I went to, I actually enjoyed. They were too heavy on school than what I wanted. Like, they were like, hey, we're going to try and make sure you can become a doctor if you want. I'm like, I don't want that. So I'm glad I left anyway. But the actual school was good. It just wanted, you know, good schools. But anyway. So, yeah, it depends. I'd say if you ever have a child, listen to them. and be... sometimes they're not just being like, I hate teachers. Sometimes they're actually like, these teachers are bad. I need to move. But then again, with friends, it's hard because the friends won't move. I don't know. Yeah, parents, you have a hard job. You do. Really, my public school didn't really have any fights, Nathan. So I guess, you know, there are some amazing publics and some really terrible publics, and then some amazing privates and probably really terrible privates. It's just unfortunate where you happen to end up. The school itself, I think, is good. But anyway. Yeah. We might move on because we've talked about it for like half an hour, but it was good. Good conversation. I liked it. Hopefully, a couple people took a couple things out of it. I don't know. Maybe. If not, you just here for entertainment anyway, not to learn things.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah, maybe a bit of both. Our schools brought us up on the fact that public schools were just where people who didn't have to... Oh my goodness. They're putting down other people. No. The difference between a private and public is not who can afford it. It's who's running it, really.
Unfortunately, that's the stigma today.
Yeah.
People that go to private schools are more looked up upon than people that go to public schools. It's like, you go to school, you don't really have a choice in the matter. Your parents kind of pick where you go.
Look down for moving. That's crazy, Mills. That is. In Colac, we had one public high school and one private high school. There was nothing else. And from what I heard, I went to the public, but from what I heard, the private had more drugs in it than the public. Like, it didn't seem like that was a great school either. But our school, yeah, it had the fight here and there. It had the kids that were definitely going to be criminals. But the people, they were good. I liked it. It's good. It touches the floor when you kneel. It was like, yeah. I know Mills one day tripped over and by tripping over had like a rip in her leggings by accident. She tripped over. It happens, you know? And then she was suspended or something. Like, I really hate your school, Mills. I'm sorry. Suspended for tripping over. Oh, some people. Ripped my tights and got detention. Okay, detention. Not as bad as suspension, but still. Go to a public school. I know. Oh my goodness. Caring more about what you look like than your education. Like, I understand that to a degree. You can't go in there wearing, I don't know, weird graphical shirts or whatever. That's fair. But I know somebody at the other private school in Colac who didn't do this because he thought it was wrong. He just did it because he thought it was going to be cool. He came with dreadlocks. He had no idea that was not legal. He was told to go home and he wasn't allowed to go to school for like the next 3 days until he got his dreadlocks out. I'm like, fair. Okay, maybe tell him dreadlocks isn't part of policy, but don't send him home. I don't know. Anyway, we should change topic before I get angry. Talking about a $30 peg and go home. Really, Char? Wow. Has free dress. Free dress? What do you mean? So you can just wear anything? I didn't even know that was a thing in Australia. Food holds up. Yeah, I know, Mills. It's... I do like uniforms, though. I actually liked having a uniform. Because, like, I don't have to... Like, people will get teased for wearing a green shirt every day.
No, I hated uniforms. So, like, my entire school just made me hate uniforms.
That's
The
fair.
fact that I had to wear a blazer, especially during summer, was just annoying.
Yeah. Sometimes, like, we were supposed to get notified, like, we were supposed to leave and come to school without blazers. We were supposed to get notified when it was too hot. I don't think they cared that much. So sometimes they're like, are we allowed to? Are we not? We're not going to do it anyway. We might get in trouble. Yeah.
No, I had to wear the blazer all the way up until pretty much midsummer. It was not fun.
Yeah. I'm with you, Emils. Yeah. All the boys' schools, the boys are sent to the barber during the school day. Really? They force you to? I don't know. We weren't allowed to wear our blazer in summer unless it's over 30. Yeah, I would not wear a uniform even if I had. I'm just glad my school doesn't have uniforms. Yeah, I mean, I'm the type of person that doesn't like standing out in a way, like in a crowd. So I was just like, I can blend in. Everybody's wearing the same thing. I like it. But didn't mean I liked wearing a tie when I was at the private and stuff like that. Like, but anyway, we have more questions. We do have more questions.
Alright.
Now this was in bold, which is why I didn't delete it, but even why I didn't understand it. But this was in bold. Next topic, exactly, Emils. Toto asked this as well. Are you the sandwich man?
Yes, I am the sandwich man. The sandwich man of small.
How does Toto understand the references? I don't know what's going on.
Okay, so I'm not sure if Toto is in.
Sky Daddy?
No, not Sky Daddy. In Phil's Discord. In his Discord, my name is Sandwich Man.
Oh. Is Toto? I don't think Toto is, unless they're called something else. But they did come up with the search. That's weird. You still? Yeah, you are still called Sandwich Man. Wow.
Yes.
And that just reminded me of something else I want to ask. So yeah, okay, you is the Sandwich Man. Look back and deleted stuff. Anyway, why are you always playing Cyberpunk 2077?
Okay, so Cyberpunk 2077 is actually my Google Chrome. And I literally have Google Chrome open 24/7, like literally all the time. If I'm not watching a stream, I'm watching YouTube. If I'm not watching YouTube, I'm on Facebook. If I'm not on Facebook, then I'm probably just looking at something in general on the internet. I decided to name it Cyberpunk 2077 to try and catch a few people off. And I've been asked several times how I'm playing Cyberpunk 2077 already. So yeah, it was a good name change for Google
yeah,
Chrome.
I agree. If you don't understand, in Discord how people have, either a little blurb or it says what they're doing. Yeah, for Virm it's always said what is playing 2077 Cyberpunk. It's like, yeah. And I was always curious. I feel like I had an explanation once, but I didn't. Anyway, see ya, Nathan. Thanks for coming. And I just happened to see that when I was looking. I'm like, that's funny. Also, I got Resident Pilot. Cool. In your Discord.
Yes,
I'm a Resident
you have Resident Pilot in there.
Checking because last time I checked, I was Resident Karen or something, wasn't I?
Yeah, so I think you misspelled proud in someone's chat. And
Pround
made
Karen.
it Pround. And so I made you Pround Karen. And then you kept saying something, so I made Emil's the manager.
Yeah, she still is. Yeah.
So
yeah.
I said the manager can deal with this.
Pround Karen. I remember that. Oh, I wanted to know when a movie. You guys watch your movie like, when's the movie? When's the movie? Or something like that.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
And like, can I speak to a manager so I find out when the movie? I don't know. I can't really remember, but yeah, I did do that. Then you have Stewlicious, manager from Meals, Two Apostles, Cannibal and Tar, Disciple, That dude. Our resident bot, the real Jono. Not Dano. Virm left me to deal with you, that's right. Streamy boys and girls. Oh, I love it when people have like really interesting names.
I've got to come up with a like fancy name for everyone at some point. They'll probably all get their own roles.
That's cool. I'm right up there on the second place. Oh.
I was tempted to give bot the bots role, but the bots role has like full admin perms. So I was like, well, maybe not.
I accidentally did that once because someone was like, I want more roles than this person. I was like, I'll give you every role I don't think does anything. And then bots, I'm like, oh yeah, bots. That's probably not a good idea.
Like, it's not like I don't trust bot. I 100% would trust bot with it. It's just that I got to be careful with that role.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Just in case something happens.
Yeah. I'm the only admin in mine. Not that I don't trust Josh or anything, but
yeah,
I'm the only admin. Yeah. So agreed. It's cool though. That's funny. Alright, moving on. Okay. Oh, Char asked again when you're on stream. Yep. Josh is close to admin role, guys. Josh, come on. Just like, yeah, it's a movie. We're probably gonna watch Beetlejuice Fruit. You're interested? King of the... Yeah, you were, Ricky. Let's not talk about that. That was interesting. I'm not interested in this, but Char asked, and I like Char, so... what's your favorite alcohol?
My favorite alcohol?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, so my favorite alcohol used to be... It's called Kraken. It's a rum.
Yep, I know. Kraken sponsors Cray.
Yeah, it's a spiced rum. I used to drink it like all the time until like at the start of this year. I decided to drink about 2 bottles worth in one night. I can tell you, it doesn't taste as nice coming back up as it does.
Oh no!
I actually emptied my entire stomach to the point where I was dry heaving. So don't drink that much alcohol, guys. It's not worth it.
Drink responsibly, okay?
So yeah, I haven't really got a favorite anymore. I can't really drink rum again after that either.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work with me anymore.
Okay.
So I'll probably go back to my roots and say vodka these days.
Vodka. Fair enough. I have no comments on this because I don't care. Or no. But yeah, okay. Mixed or
straight? Oh, it depends how drunk I am.
Oh my goodness.
Once I get to a certain drunkenness, I just don't care and I drink it straight.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
There you go. So, I hope that's good. Now, moving on. Okay, Firefly asks, anyway, what is your persona? Is he asking about the specific persona? Like in Persona, don't people have their own personas, which is almost like superpowers in a way?
Okay, so I'm not sure if you've ever watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh, okay, it's JoJo. No, I haven't.
Okay, so it's very similar. If anyone has actually watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, it's very similar to JoJo's like the stand powers.
Okay, maybe that's what I'm thinking.
So basically, like anybody that goes into the metaverse can awaken their persona, like by having I guess a sort of like in 5 they have to have a sense of justice towards like certain things.
Okay.
And when they awaken their persona, they're actually able to like fight back, sort of thing. They get stronger inside the metaverse. So yeah, they get a persona of sorts, and it's supposed to be like a representation of what their true self is.
Okay.
Persona. What is my persona?
Yeah.
Oh god, there's a lot of them.
I can imagine.
Oh, there's too many for me to even name off the bat. Let's just say like I'm the wild card and I can use all of them.
Wild card user. I can see that. Yeah.
There you go.
I feel like I've seen you in many different lights. You could be a bit wild card. Yes. I like it.
So, yeah, the wild card is basically the protagonist. They can use every persona.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
That's bizarre. Um,
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
yeah. JoJo's even. Yeah, exactly. Now, yeah. Thanks, Emils. Now I have a question from Papaya, and I feel like these two questions are separated, but they're in the same sentence, so I'm gonna just read it out.
Okay.
Papaya says, "Monkey?" Question mark. What's your
Monkey.
favorite type of candy? Question mark. So, what's your favorite type of candy and monkey? Question mark. Yeah.
My favorite type of candy is red grape.
Red grape. Josh, he likes grape.
He does.
Monkey.
Monkey. No, my actual favorite type of candy is, and you know those like little square sherbets that you can get? They're like
Yes.
sweet on the outside, and then like in the middle they have the sherbet in the middle.
Yes.
Those are great. Those are my favorite ones.
Sherbs. Yes. Love sherbets and sherb and just everything sherb. Yes. And yes, I remember
Yes.
monkey fruit. Yes. Sherbet
So-
bombs. Oh, they're so good.
Yeah, is that what they're called? Yeah, no, like they're great. I love them. They're my
Yeah.
favorite because you get like a great flavor out of them.
They were good. They as I got older, like they get more stuck in my teeth and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So I started eating less of them, but they still tasted great.
Have you ever snorted sherbet before?
A meals. That is. Oh, nope. Oh my goodness. And no, I have not. Moving on. Meals. Guess it's totally me there. Oh, damn it, Meals.
Well, actually, I had not on purpose. It was completely accidental.
Sure.
We're sitting outside waiting. I used to catch the bus from school back home, and
Yeah.
I've opened up a packet of sherbets, and it's kind of just gone flying everywhere when I've opened it up, and I've kind of like snorted it straight up my nose at the same time.
Oh my goodness. Damn.
So
Oh, that would have been funny to watch.
it happens.
It happens. Accidental snorting. I love it.
That's it. The whiz
no
fizz.
fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Whiz
Yeah.
Fizz is good. I have it hurts. You get dead. Oh my goodness. So multiple people have done this?
It doesn't.
Descendant?
It doesn't tickle. That's for sure.
Wow.
It doesn't feel very nice.
Descendant, really? Wow. Did it on school camp? Oh, meals.
I'll put it this way, right? When it goes up your nose, you can smell it for like the next week, and it kind of gets stuck on the back of your throat. You can taste it.
Hey, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
Hey, Boxy! Hello, how you doing? Yeah, podcast. Every Saturday we do this. Makes your eyes water for like an hour.
Yep.
Doing sherbet smells. Yeah, cannibal. Yeah. He needs to have more deodorant. Anyway. This is about an hour, Maxi-ish. It's whenever we finish this, and this doesn't have a set end time. So hour and a half, maybe. Hell, it has a smell. I mean, I don't actually ever try to smell it because, you know, it is kind of powdery and sometimes... So, you know, anyway. I'll snort sherbet over pepper. Just don't snort things! Nothing, Descendant! Why? Just nothing! You know, nobody's trying to force you in pepper or sherbet. No. No. Y'all crazy. Oh, thanks. Yeah, Josh, you don't even snort oxygen. You breathe it. Snorting is like, ugh. I don't snort oxygen. No, I just breathe. Okay. Yes, next topic. And yes, Char, I think it's kind of citrusy. Yeah. Okay, yeah. You guys are doing it at the same time. Are you serious? Are you serious, Virm? Oh, Char and Virm. You guys. I had sinus medication. Okay. Okay, anyway. I didn't even mean to say, are you serious, Virm? It's just... One of my friends snorted Dorito once, and oh my goodness, Dash. No.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah, ooh.
that's... So guys, please don't snort anything, unless you're meant to, unless it's medicinal, okay? Yeah, anyway. So thanks for that question, Papaya. That really got us going on a tangent. Oh, I was really confused, but I actually understand this. Josh asks, where does the orange door go to?
Oh, behind me?
Yeah,
That goes to my
yes.
bathroom.
Oh, so I'm sure, Josh would love that. Anyway.
I kind of don't want to open it right now. It's a bit messy in there. So
Okay. I'm gonna ask you to open your bathroom door. That's fine.
yeah, it needs a bit of a clean in there. I'll put it
dear.
that way.
Oh dear. Learning. Yes, you're taking notes. Like, okay, bathroom here, window here. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got. So that's the bathroom there. That way. Sorry, I can't get the camera right.
Oh, it
and
sucks.
then
Yeah.
sort of right next to it is my exit door. So
Okay.
it's a bit of a small room. Like I have everything in here that I need.
Is it just a room? Like, what's out that? Is it out the door a hallway or is
So,
it the kitchen? Or...
so a bit over that way, I've got my TV and stuff, and then behind that, like, is a wall, and then behind the wall is obviously the hallway down, which is the stairwell, and then
Yeah.
the stairwell goes downstairs. So I live on the second floor,
So where's the kitchen? Where do you cook your food?
downstairs.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I feel sorry for the girl that lives downstairs because any bit of noise that happens upstairs or downstairs, she hears it all, every single bit.
Ooh. I can imagine. Ooh. Poor girl. I know that. Hi. Yo. Gonna say, thanks for the bits. I'm just gonna let this run through. Oh, anyway. I don't know what's happening. Is there such thing as bit attacks? Or is it, I don't know. Is this just, are they trying to be nice? Anyway,
That's interesting.
this is very interesting. Very interesting. I don't know. I don't have alerts on for that minimum amounts of bits, so too bad. Anyway, we'll ignore it. Thanks for the bits, though. Appreciate it. Okay, but Matt's off and off it. Yeah, just I don't keep going. We're already up to like 40, 50 bits or something. Yeah. This is the weirdest thing ever. Thanks, dude.
Interesting way of doing
Very
it, I guess.
interesting. Yeah. It'd probably really suck if the alert still happened, but it's not. So, oh well. Feel a bit attacked. Are you, Char? That's okay. I'm sorry, Char. I'm sorry. Anyway, so moving on. Josh also asked, so he wanted to know where the orange door is, and now he wants to know if you're a fan of PewDiePie.
Is it because of the chair?
Maybe. Is
It's
that
a
a
PewDiePie
PewDiePie
chair.
chair? It is?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought I recognized it, but okay.
Yeah. No, I'm upset that I picked it up when I did because I was a week off the 100mm merch.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So if I had waited just a week, I
Okay.
would have got the 100mm merch.
Wow.
And unfortunately, Emils, it wasn't $3.99. It was $659.95.
Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot.
I had to pay. Well, obviously, I have to pay the Australian conversion rate,
Yep.
which was about $4.50,
Yep.
and then I had to pay shipping.
That's crazy. That's
Yep.
yeah. No, even this wasn't that much. This is like Secret
Yeah.
Labs. This is pretty up there.
Like, I love this chair. It's so comfy. I can sit in it for
That's good.
ungodly amount of time. But
I think
I
chairs
was
for
already
us are
ready
pretty
to send this back off for a maintenance repair.
Really? How long ago did
Yeah.
you get it then?
Last year.
Oh, bot.
Um,
Oh, that kind of scared me. Thanks for the 14 bits, bot. That didn't alert. Sorry. Go on.
Unfortunately, when I moved here, we had to take it apart to bring it here.
Yep.
And when we took it apart, you know the gas chamber in the middle?
Yep.
It leaked all the gas out.
Ooh, dear.
So it doesn't lift properly anymore. I have to actually pull it up myself, and it slowly
Okay.
sinks when I'm sitting on it. So
Oh.
I need to get it replaced.
Yeah, that's not good.
And I'm afraid
Cool.
that if I do get it sent off, they're going to send me the 100mm chair. So I'm thinking of keeping the headrest here because it doesn't say
Okay.
100mm on it,
Yep. Yep.
whereas the other one will. But I'm sure they're going to want the whole thing. So
Probably.
yeah.
And thanks for ending the spam. I think that was 50 bits. I can't tell, but thanks for the 50 bits, random person. Okay, and then 14 bot. Yeah, that I've built like 2 chairs because they come in pieces, and both times like, oh my goodness, it's. I like doing it.
You should have heard me building this one. I was swearing a lot.
Haha, yeah. Yeah.
I nearly lost it when I was building this one.
Yeah. So when I moved out, Dad was like, "You gonna like take it apart and see so you can travel it?" I'm like, "No, we're taking it one piece."
Yeah. We only had the ute, so we didn't have like a big truck to bring it in or anything.
Yeah.
So we had to take it apart, put it in the back, and yeah, when we got here, we kind of realized all the gas had come out, and I was like,
That's not good at all.
Shit.
Yeah. Fortunately, being them living on a farm, they have some trailers, which is good.
Yeah.
So, but okay, so do you actually like PewDiePie though?
Okay, I'll put it this way. I've been watching PewDiePie since I was in year 8, maybe 7. Yeah, I've been watching him for a while. I don't watch him as much as I used to, but like I still tune in every now and then.
Yeah. I always liked him. I feel like he was a decent person, from what I could tell.
Yeah.
His content didn't 100% vibe with me, but I was still like, he's cool enough. I like him to a degree.
I was watching PewDiePie before he took over Smosh.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, that is pretty crazy.
Yeah, like
Wow.
I think back on how long ago that was, and that was a while back.
Nuts. Over Smosh. Wow, PewDiePie's been the king for so long.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, no, he's been up there for a long time.
Good on him. He's ripped now. My goodness.
Yes, he is. He very, very much is.
Yeah, it's nuts. Wow. Okay. And we have Gucci. Gucci, if you don't know, is a nutritionist. So this is very up her alley. Do you prefer savory foods or sweet?
Is there a way I can say both? Like, there's a good mix between both.
Yeah, I thought Gucci's asked this before, and I almost thought similar. Like, they have their times and places. Like, you have dinner, and then you have dessert. I'd take dinner over dessert, but, you know, it's nice to have both, in a way.
When I'm cooking meals, I like to try to balance how it tastes. So if I can try and get maybe both, I would. But obviously, you're not going to be able to get that with every single meal. Like, at this point, I'd say I'd eat more savory than I do eat sweet.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there's nothing wrong with a good sweet food.
Yeah. Agreed. It's good. Yeah. And then a follow-up question to that is, and what is your fave food item from each of those categories? Ooh, favorite savory and favorite sweet food?
Favorite savory.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Good savory food. I mean, you got like pizza and chips and
honestly, my favorite savory food.
All the food, that's right.
All the food is great. Like,
oh yes.
Honestly, it's amazing. I don't know, like, I'd probably say a good steak.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Would be great, especially like when you mix it well with a salad or something like that on the side.
Yeah.
And my favorite sweet, cheesecake. I can
yes.
Cheesecake.
Yes, Virm, we can have dinner together. Yes, I love steak and cheesecakes.
Yeah, cheesecake is.
Yes. That's great answers.
See, now here's the controversy with steak. A lot of people like it medium rare, some like it a bit raw. I prefer it on the well done side. Now I get told that, but it's burnt. It's burnt. Well, no.
Yes.
See, there's a difference between well done and burnt. If you can get your well done just right, you don't cook it too hot, it comes out really, really good.
Yes.
Like, a lot of people that have had well done steak and say they don't like it, they have never had a slow cooked steak.
Yeah. Agreed.
So try having a slow cooked steak before you tell me that you don't like well done steak.
One of my best steaks I ever have eaten was a ribeye. So it was fat. So I kind of seared it on both sides in the frying pan and then put it in the oven. And the whole cooking process was like half an hour or something. It made it cook all the way through, no pink or anything. But it was not burnt because I didn't have it on the frying pan for too long. It was the best steak I've ever had. It was...
Yeah. Like, in my opinion, there's like, you can get well done steaks that are done wrong. Like, they can come out chewy. And that's because people like to cook it at full heat. And when I tell people, when you're cooking steak, you have to be very delicate with it. Like, it's not something you can cook at full heat. I'd say medium temperature at the most.
Yeah.
And it will take you a good 10 minutes, probably even longer, to get a good well done steak.
Yeah, the last steak I made like a week ago, I overdid it and I had to just chop it up into tiny pieces because I can't chew for that long. So yes,
Yeah.
you can stuff it up, and I did. But
Unfortunately, my dad doesn't like it like that. He loves his
Oh.
charcoal. Like, he actually loves it burnt, and it confuses me why.
huh, interesting.
He wants,
Okay.
like, he likes it charred on the outside because it's nice in the middle or something is what he tries to say, but in my opinion, it's too much, too overdone.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
I'll put it this way, he can't cook, and I think it's because he doesn't like that he can't cook that he doesn't like eating other people's cooking.
Nice. Yep, I like that.
Which, yeah, it's fair.
But it seems like we have almost exactly our favorite dinner planned. That's. Oh, I love that because yeah, not many people like it. Like well done, but well done is definitely the best.
Yeah, no, exactly.
It's and then cheesecake is the best cheesecake out there. I mean, dessert, yeah. Oh
As I
my
said,
goodness.
I can make a good cheesecake. Just give me the right ingredients and off I go.
I used to make something called an apple crumble cheesecake.
Ooh.
And so it was like kind of cheesecake on top and like kind of apple crumble on the bottom, but it was kind of like mixed through in a way. And yeah, that was the best thing I've ever made. I haven't done it
I
in a
like
very long
making
time.
lemon meringue cheesecake.
Ooh, meringue's hard to do though. Sometimes.
It is very hard. Very, very
Yeah,
hard.
so that's pretty good.
It takes
Ooh.
way too long to make, but the end result is amazing.
Yeah.
'Cause usually that cake gets demolished by everyone in like one night.
Yeah,
And
wow, I can
it
imagine.
takes almost a half a day to make.
Wow. That's cool though. I love it. I want some now. Maybe in the new house, if I do any cooking streams, I'll do an apple crumble cheesecake cooking stream. Because that's interesting. Anyway, yeah, Oreo and caramel cheese. Yeah, damn it, Char. Woman, yep. But you deserve it because it was your birthday. It's a good question, Gucci. Food is always something everybody can talk about for long lengths of time because it's food.
Exactly.
It's a good. Now Fluid asks, and I would actually love to know if you even know the answer to this question. My baker passes me a pack of meringues without asking now. Really? Oh, you get meringues that often? Nice, Fluid. Meringues are good. Meringues are really good. I like them. So yeah, so Fluid asks, is that a Banksia tree outside your window?
No, honestly, it's just some tree that they've decided to put there, and it's really
Some
annoying.
tree? Do you even know? So does that mean it could be a Banksia tree? Do you know
I
what
wouldn't
a
be able
Banksia
to tell
tree
the
looks
difference.
exactly?
Really, you'd have to tell me what the difference is.
Yeah, so maybe Fluid. I have no idea. All I see is like a couple leaves.
Hang on. You know what? I'll give it a Google, and I'll be able to tell you.
Oh
if
yes,
it's,
okay. Yeah, that is a keen eye
hang
though,
on.
Fluid. Of course.
A
Josh
Banksia tree.
does the orange door, and then Fluid's like, "There's a tree outside."
Okay, that is a resounding no. That is not a Banksia tree outside.
Ooh. There you go, Fluid. Close but no cigar. Okay.
No, it's just as I said, it's a really random tree that they decided to stick there, and like the branches are rubbing against the window over this side here,
No.
and it gets really annoying when there's a storm because it just keeps
Yep.
like going up backwards and forwards. And I've asked them to
Yep.
cut it like several times, but they just don't want to.
Wow. Yeah, nah.
They said it's too dangerous for them to cut it. So
Oh, landlords. Oh well. Good.
it's
good eye.
well. I got to put
Yeah.
up with it.
Yeah, then just cut them. Oh my goodness, Josh. That's scary. Speaking of Josh, he has the next question. Oh my goodness.
All right.
Can you fix the blinds? It's a little bent.
No, because I put that in my notes that it was like that when I moved in.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, there you go, Josh. Not getting
I'll put it this
fixed.
way, right? There was a massive hole like cut right here.
Okay.
So it was like a square here. And it was perfectly cut because I think the guy that lived here before me used to smoke in his room.
Oh. Hi,
So,
Keeble.
and- yeah, he would probably ash out the window instead of having an ashtray or anything like that.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so I had to get that replaced when I moved
Yeah.
in too.
What's just a hole? What?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that, Josh. Now it's annoying me. Why did you have to say that, Josh?
Hang on.
Look at it.
Yeah, it's kind of stuck like that, unfortunately.
Yep.
Is that better?
Too bad. That does look less bent. It's true. That's okay, Josh. Wow. You got 3 Omega Walls for that.
Hang on. I can help you out.
Ooh. Ooh, poor Sam.
There you go.
Oh, it's gone now! Yay!
Now,
Does that
now you
feel
won't
better,
notice it.
Josh?
Now you can see the
Yeah.
beautiful aircon
Banksia that's not
vent
Banksia?
there.
Yeah. Nice. Smart guy. Yeah, Poggies. What tree? Probably, Beetlejuice. Papaya. Love the aircon. Yeah, I mean, as long as it does its job.
Yeah, it
Now.
keeps me cool. You can probably hear it every
Exactly.
now and then.
Sometimes. Oh, and I know Josh loves to be kept cool. Because he's very cool. Second floor, right? You're on the second floor?
Yes.
Yeah, so there you go, Gucci. So, oh dear, is it Fluid? Fluid then asks, I think this is a follow-up for the Banksy question. If so, that means you have been endorsed by the great artist Banksy.
Well, unfortunately, no.
You haven't. Oh dear, no Banksy for you. Oh, Banksy. Fruit now asks how old you are, if you're willing to
How old I
digress. Yes.
I'm 22, and I'll be turning 23 in December.
Ooh. Ooh, 2 months.
Yeah,
Oh.
so I'm almost a grandpa.
Almost. Nearly there. Yeah. You're only a year and a half older than me, and I get called boomer all the time. So you must at least be by now. Yeah, okay, I did the tree. It's a pseudo Banks. Okay, Fluid. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Don't say that, Gucci. Josh, oh no. Oh no. It's a Taylor Swift song. Josh is gonna go nuts. Isn't it? I think it is. Damn it, Josh. Okay, now, we have Emil's. Oh, and she's bringing up some of the real questions. Didn't realize it was TS. It is, Gucci. Don't never bring up anything about TS in here with Josh around, you know. Emil says, how old were you when you found out that you were colorblind?
Oh,
If you don't know, Virm is colorblind.
15. I remember sitting in class, and you know how like they had those, maybe even earlier, but I was sitting in class, and you know how they have like those little colored circle things, like little chips that we bring out in class sometimes.
I think
I'm
so.
not sure if you would have had them.
Maybe.
But
yeah.
Emil's knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I remember when they asked me to go grab the blue, the green, and the red ones, and I came back with a whole bunch of random different colored ones. And they told me that I got the wrong ones, and I'm like, well, I don't know. These are what these colors are to me. And they're like, oh, are you colorblind? And yeah, that's when I found out I was colorblind just by looking at that.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
interesting to me that it took till 15. Because for me,
As I said,
remembering back into primary school, like we did Fruit Loop things where like you have to
Yeah.
separate into every color and different. We did different color things a lot.
I never ever got questioned, or yeah, I never really got questioned by it, and I never really questioned it myself. Can I see?
Oh.
I can see a shade of orange. Oh, here you go. I don't know if you can see. This might help you. I've got dried apricots with me.
Ooh.
I can see this orange, right?
Okay. Yeah.
But I can't see. But that orange behind me is more red.
Huh. Which is
Like I know the difference
advanced.
between my colors now, but I don't. I can't always tell.
Yeah. Yeah. So you'd know what those colors are that advanced did, even if you can't see them?
The circle's red.
Yeah.
The heart also looks red.
Ooh.
The square is black.
Oh. Oh. Well, the square is a lightish blue and the heart is green. Huh. Interesting. Huh. That's
So, yeah, it's
Do you ever get sick of people being like, What color's this? What color's this? What color's this?
Yeah, it's why I just don't generally tell people that I'm
Yeah.
colorblind. It's like I just go along with whatever color they're like going by. Cannibal has asked me several times, like, "Oh, is this color palette good or is this color palette good?" And I'm like, "Yes, this
Yes.
color palette."
What color is this
And-
color?
Yeah, and then he's
Oh,
like,
dear.
"Oh, wait, I forgot you're colorblind."
Oh no. Remember, Wiggs is an imposter. He isn't wearing green. I am wearing. Damn
See,
it.
I can with green, I can tell because how do I put it? It's more of on a yellow side than
Okay.
anything else.
Interesting, because it's green and then it's yellow. So
Yeah. So the yellow, I'm guessing in the middle because it looks a bit brighter than everything
Yes.
else.
wait,
Yeah.
can you tell that there's like letters and stuff all over here? They're just slightly different shades. Like
No.
no, okay. There's a whole bunch. It's Australia, but it also has "G'day mate" and I'm reading it backwards. "Down under" and bonds. I don't know what that said. Anyway, wow. It's
Yeah, no,
it's really
it kind of blends with what I'm seeing.
It's crazy. I don't think Swing's favorite color is pink. No. Bonza. What does Bonza even mean? Anyway, that it is really interesting though. Like, me and Josh were watching a thing yesterday for like 10 minutes about synesthesia, and obviously it's different, but it's still somebody perceiving the world differently than the average person. It's like it's really interesting.
Like,
I think
it's different because not everyone has the same color blind. Like, someone could come out
Yeah.
and say they have tritanopia, which is what I
Yeah.
have, right? But they might see more. They might be able to see a little bit more blue than I can actually see, for example.
yeah.
Like there's a percentage to how strong your blindness is.
That's crazy. Wow. I mean, that means you're a very unique person, right? Nobody else sees the world like you do, Virm.
I haven't tried specifically the ones that let me see the colors. I've tried ones that are like they're called color corrective glasses, where they sort of try to make it a bit easier for you to see things.
Yeah.
Like my glasses that I have, they're color corrective. I had to get them because if I wanted to drive a car, I have to wear
Yeah.
those glasses
Okay.
because I need to be able to see what's on the road.
Yeah. That's
But
cool.
yeah.
Wow. I mean, obviously it sucks for like Among Us, but at the same time you're cheating Among Us by having a screen this big. So, you know, pros and cons.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, having the extra large screen helps, but no, when we're playing Among Us, I'm generally wearing my glasses.
that makes sense. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Because half me when we were playing, I'm like, I need to be saying the names instead.
Yeah, it's a bit cheaty with the screen because I can see if someone vents behind the fog of war pretty easily. Like when I called you out for it one time.
You did, and I'm like, oh, I guess I have nothing to say. Yeah, I'm done for. It's sad. But fair. Yeah, no, yeah, it's interesting. And then there's a follow-up question with Emil's. What do you deem to be the pros and cons of seeing the world differently? Are there any pros? Are there any cons?
Oh, well, I mean, the major con is everyone keeps asking me what color is something, right?
Yeah.
That's a really annoying con.
Yeah. I can imagine.
The pros of seeing things in the same color. Not really. There's not really many pros to it at all because you really don't get to enjoy a lot of things. It's kind of shit.
Yeah.
Especially when you go to an optometrist and they ask you, "Oh, can you see this?" And I'm like, "Oh, can you get the colorblind test out, please? Because I can't see this."
Yeah. Oh, that sucks. Yeah. Because like we've asked the same thing to Emil's before, pros and cons, and at least she was able to say, I think it was slightly easier for her to like the music because she can also see the colors. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, I feel like with straight colorblind was like, I don't know. There aren't really any cons that I can think of. I mean,
Like
pros.
I'll put it this way: I have to run a yellow filter on my monitor when I'm playing games,
Oh yeah.
so I can see things easier.
Huh.
So Windows has this inbuilt feature where you can set up like a night. It will dim your screen or put a yellow over your screen, and I use that so when I'm playing games so I can see what's going on.
Wow. At least as, you know, technology develops and everything like that, everything's becoming easier. Can't imagine how they did it 50, 100, 1,000 years ago. Where half the people 1,000 years ago probably like, you're just crazy. Why can't you
Yeah.
give me the right colored stones or whatever? But now at least the more and more accessibility to people with just little differences.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, we're getting near the end of the questions, and at a good
Ooh.
time as well. But if anybody has any more questions, now would be a great time. Anyway, some of the questions. Advance asks, did you take the passport photo just before stream?
Did I? No, I took that at like when I got home. I just haven't changed from it since I got home.
So you did take it today?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. I didn't even realize. Like I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, no, I literally got home, took it, and then I sat down. I couldn't be bothered getting dressed.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I didn't think about it because I think everybody else has just given me like, oh, I'm too lazy. Here's this photo or whatever, which is fine. Actually, it's fine as well. But that's cool. I think it's a nice photo. Actually, I thought it was good. Good job. Good job. It's a nice photo. And now you have a little dancing cow just beneath you, which is great. And then also, is that my jumper again? Advanced.
This one?
that
Yeah,
Advanced?
I think so. It's the same one that Advanced wears all the time. This is the good
Oh,
old
yeah.
Kmart $20 one.
Yeah, I know the one that he speaks of. Okay. He does wear that a lot. Yeah, give me my jumper back. We're not shouting
No,
out
it's
Kmart.
mine. It's nice and comfy.
Well, I mean, I see him wearing it enough. I can imagine it'd be comfy. Damn it, Josh. Now I have a question from Bot. Describe your perfect day.
My perfect
Like.
day is one where I can literally sit down and do absolutely nothing but play games all day.
No responsibilities.
Just, I wish that I wasn't an adult anymore sometimes. Like,
I know.
just one day where I can just sit down and have nothing to worry about and I can just do whatever I want.
Yeah.
So my typical Sunday, really.
Sunday. So, yeah. Yes. We've had that question come up 3 or 4 times now in Pilot's Lounge, and almost I think everyone has been some version of let's stay at home.
Yeah.
Maybe I think one person was like, we'll go out for dinner. But other than it's just like stay at home. It's
Like,
oh, it's great.
as much as I love going out and as much as I'd love to, like, you know, do something somewhere else, just the day where you get to stay home and do absolutely nothing is the best day because you don't have any responsibilities for anything else for the day.
Sorry, it happens once a Pilot's Lounge where I accidentally drink water wrong. Literally once a Pilot's Lounge. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I agree. I do. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately stuff like that has become the norm for me. Which
Yeah.
I guess isn't really unfortunate as well. It's going to the norm for everybody. But it is very cool. And I agree. It's so nice.
Yeah.
And I wish I had realized that more as a child. And so that's why sometimes I say to him, it's like, I know, you know, school sucks, but at the same time, you enjoy being a child while you can.
I would literally pay money to go back to school.
Yeah.
Like, you don't understand how lucky you have it being in school. And I honestly, like, when I was in school, I was the same. I used to say to myself, oh man, I hate school. I can't wait until I grow up. I
Yeah.
can't wait until I can do my own things. And then I'm like out of school. I'm like, oh man, I wish I was back in school. I wish I didn't have to worry about being an adult anymore.
Yeah.
So,
It's
trust me, you don't understand how lucky you have it in Mills right now. Enjoy yourself.
I mean, I do still agree, Mills. You have a terrible school, but
Yes.
it's crazy
Like-
because the trivialness of some school things are blown out of proportion, like friendship, little quarrels or something like that. That doesn't really mean anything as to how they end. If something ends really badly, it's like, oh, you know, might have lost a friend or whatever. But then as soon as you get into real life, it's like, am I gonna eat today?
Yeah.
Am
No,
I gonna
exactly,
be able to eat in a week? Do I have to? Like, it's crazy.
The amount of times I've gone downstairs to the cupboard, I'm like, okay,
Nothing.
so what 2-minute noodles am I having for dinner
Yeah.
tonight?
Yeah.
Because I couldn't afford to get myself something for the week. So
Yeah.
Yeah, trust me.
hard.
When you're being an adult sucks so much more in comparison to being in school.
Instead of just food appearing on the table. I miss home cooked
Exactly,
food.
yeah.
Aye. But at the
Oops,
same time, there are a lot of benefits of being an adult.
oh, for sure.
But
You know what I
it's
do
hard.
miss the most? The magic coffee table that would like randomly have all my dirty clothes
Yeah.
just clean.
Yeah, I know that one. No worries, Emil's gonna finish the schoolwork. Yeah.
No,
I
I
do.
never
Okay,
toss
so-
my stuff on the coffee table, but you
Yeah.
know, the clothes basket, like not having to worry about doing my laundry all the time.
Yeah.
And every time I walk into my bathroom and I go, oh, I can do my laundry tomorrow, I guess. And then tomorrow
Yeah.
walks around and go, I'll do it tomorrow. And then a week
Yeah.
goes by. I'm like, yeah, maybe not.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, checking your bank account and be like, oh, it's in the minus. Oh, today was rent
Ooh.
day. Lovely.
Yeah. Especially after rent's just come out and you go,
Yeah.
oh, no. Well, there goes all my money.
Yeah. I think of it as like, if you're playing a hard game or something like that, the hardness is kind of sucky and it's not good. But if you finish it, it's the best in the world. Adult life is
Yeah.
really hard, but the good parts are really great. Whereas I think a child's life is reasonably easy. And like there are a lot of good things in a child's life as well. But it's much more easier. And then you just chill. And then only good things happen if your parents allow it.
I mean,
I
you
don't
can say
know.
life is like it's on hardcore difficulty, you know?
It is. It is, for sure. Yes. But it's interesting. As I know multiple people that like their first and second year out of high school was like the worst year. Including myself. But you find your rhythm eventually.
Yeah, no, like definitely coming straight out of school, like I had to move out. Mum
Yeah.
kind of forced me out of the house. So I went and lived with dad and I started at uni and that's
Yeah.
I mean, it depends what crowd you get into.
Yeah.
Especially like if you don't go with any friends, for example, to uni, it's going to be a crappy time.
Yeah.
So make sure you have some friends when you go to uni because or at least have someone that you can rely on or talk to when you're at uni.
Like Virm, Josh.
Hello.
Got this one friend. Oh yeah, Josh. Oh yeah. I don't know if he's talking about you because I know he met a couple people, but okay, he's colorblind. Okay, definitely talking about you. Very cool. He has an orange
And has an
dog,
orange
yeah,
dog.
and a tree, too. Yes. You know, at the same time though, some people work it out and they're like, yeah, no, being a kid sucked, and since I've been an adult,
Yeah.
it's been the best thing in the world. Absolutely different for every single person. But yeah, we'll see.
Like, yeah, I definitely say that my first year out of school into uni was probably like one of my most difficult things because I had to sort of like step up and be an adult,
Mm-hmm.
and I wasn't used to it. And the problem with school is that they don't teach you how to be an adult.
Nope.
They just expect you to know.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. And like, I still ring my parents. Literally last night, my power went out, and after like 5 minutes, I'm like, I'm gonna ring Dad. Hey,
Yeah.
and so we went and we flicked a fuse, and the power came back on.
Like,
it's like,
Yeah,
hard,
I call my
things come
parents
up.
pretty much almost every day of the week. Like I speak to dad at least
That's
once
cool.
every 2 days. I talk to mom at least 2-3 times a week. Like it's not like I don't keep in touch with them because they raised me. It's like kind of if I don't have a friend with me, I know that I can still rely on them for friendship over the phone. They're still my
That's
parents.
cool. Yeah, I should ring my parents more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, half of me was bad because, like, yeah, he picks up and, like, so I need help. I'm like, yeah. I only ring them when I need help. No, that's not true, but.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, no, see, that was the thing that I had. I was just like, am I only calling them because I need help or do I want to call them because I actually want to talk to them?
Yeah.
And I thought, well, I didn't really get to spend too much time with them because obviously they were split when I was growing up. So
Yeah.
I either had to spend time with one or spend time with the other. I never really got to spend time with both of them at the same time. So for me, being able to, come out of school and I have a phone and I can call them all the time now, it's like, well, that's what I want to do. That's what I do all the time now.
That's cool. I like that. That's cool. Yeah, I'd do that, except for my parents rarely answer the phone. But other than that, yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
'Cause
I'm
they
with
live
you on
the
that one.
farm.
I usually, if they don't answer, they call me back at like 7
Yeah.
or 8 in the evening.
Yeah, my parents have done that. Yeah. But that's cool. I like it. The relationship with your parents sounds good. Yeah, I mean, sure, there are some parents out there that are bad. But in general, I think, yeah, your parents are definitely your biggest fans and resource and friends and everything you could imagine.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, as much as I'd like to say, oh, I've grown up now, there's no need for me to talk to them. That honestly, I think as a parent, the one thing I would want, especially after my child has finished school, is to call me once every now and then.
Yeah. Yeah. I think parents, yes, Josh. I think it'd be nice because obviously you're an authority role in your kid's life until they're 18. But after that, would be great to become more of a friendship role, obviously, or something. I don't know. But yes, I've heard someone like, no, my parents, they're authority. I'm not going to telling them anything because they'll get angry at me or whatever.
Yeah, no, like, I never really got along with mum very well. It's just how it was growing up. But, you still got to realize that they're your parents and, you don't have to be afraid to tell them anything because they will help you no matter what. They will try to help you to the most they can.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, how about you guys? But when I'm like, I'll have a kid one day, I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, no,
because there's such a platform you put your parents on, and then you're like, when you think, oh, I might be a parent one day, it's like, they're real people.
Yeah, no, definitely.
They're not superhumans, although they've done some superhuman stuff, that's for sure. Raising me in advance. Oh, that's big. And 3 others, I might add. But hey, now they're grandparents to 1.5 almost. It's cool. So yeah, that came from like Perfect Day or something. I don't know. Anyway, good question, bot. I think. Now we have Gucci, which is the last question we have down here, and 20 minutes to 7 is about the goodish time anyway. But if you have a burning question, ask now. Okay. From the Call Me Kevin universe, who would you want as a roommate? Jim Pickens or Grognat the Destroyer, and why?
Okay, so I'm gonna have to say Grognak, and the one reason I wouldn't pick Jim Pickens is because there's a 100% chance that I will die. Jim Pickens will literally figure out some way of killing me without anyone knowing, or even then, Jim Pickens will probably just kill me and not care. Whereas Grognak has amnesia, so Grognak is probably just going to try to defend me regardless. And even then, Grognak will probably get their memory back at some point, and then they'll ask me to hit them over the head so they get amnesia again.
What? Oh my goodness. Yep, same, Josh. Same. Yep, thank you. So Call Me Kevin is a YouTuber, right?
Yes.
Yes. And he has characters.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. No worries, Ricky. We'll probably be offline by then, but I'll see you in the Discord maybe. And yeah, Grognak and woman Jim Pickens. I feel like I've heard Jim Pickens' name before.
I had Jim Pickens as my profile picture for a bit.
Oh! Yes, and I thought that's what you looked like. I think. Oh wait, no.
Yes.
Oh wait, no. That was Linux.
No. I had Linus
Something.
Tech Tips, and that's the one where you thought that I actually looked like Linus.
Yeah.
So that's what you thought I looked like. But no, then I had the old man one, which was Jim Pickens.
Yeah, I think I remember that. Oh my goodness. And now I don't even know what you have anymore.
Now I
you have
Link.
Link, which is actually one of your better ones, I think. Unlike your Discord, no, your profile picture on Twitch, which is scary. To say the least, it's scary.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. But it's cute. You're pretty good at graphic design though. Like, look at Ticklo down there. What? You also made Jimmy Wings. There you go. You also made Wing Spoon. That was the one of the first things I knew about you. Remember,
Yes.
we did that on the 24-hour stream, and you're like, "I'll make it." I'm like, "Okay, I don't really know who you are, but take."
Yes, that was
Take
at
my
the start of your
face.
24-hour stream, I believe.
Yeah.
I made it and then I like just yeeted out, and then I came back later.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm like, I know that's a Sherb mod, but I don't really know who that is. But hey, now we have Wings Nine Spoon, so that's cool. And still a great emote that is used a lot. So.
Yeah.
And one of Emil's favorites.
Oh, they just tried calling me again.
Oh, we're nearly done.
Yeah, so I had to do like a whole semester of graphics design for when I was doing game design,
Ah, yes.
and it was the only one that I got a high distinction in.
Really?
As an overall mark. I even got a letter from the university for it.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you finish a subject overall and a high distinction, they send you a letter saying
Damn.
congratulations on your high distinction overall.
That's cool. I know it was hard because like I tried to make Spoon first. I failed so epically. And then seeing that come back, I'm like, oh my goodness.
That one,
Wow.
I blended your face to the spoon, and then I changed the color so that it was more black and white, so it would fit. Because when I did blend it kept trying to make your face, make the spoon skin color, which looked a bit weird. And I know that you wanted it spoon looking. So
Yes. Yes. Gonna dox out DMs for a second, although it's like 5 words. This was my first talks with Virm. Hi, howdy doodly. There's my face. That's what Virm said back. Like, yep. There it is. I mean, turning that into that, that's pretty impressive, doll. That's pretty impressive. And then I uploaded it like this, and we were like, we can't really see the thing, so I just chopped it in half. You even changed the spoon, didn't you, or something like that?
Yeah, I had to get a different spoon
Oh.
because the one you gave me, I couldn't use because your face was on.
Yes. Yes, my face was. It's lovely.
If I can find it, I might have some saved where I've done a piece for uni back in the day.
That's
And if
cool.
I can find it, I'll send it to you if you want to show it off.
Well, we've also seen, I know, like, we had a graphic design for Gucci, and we showed off Gucci's design, which is pretty cool. So I like that. I like showing some, like, real things, sometimes. And Josh, my goodness. You had to be on top, Josh, didn't you? And then, oh, damn it, Josh. And Josh just asked a new question as well, which is weird, just like Josh. And then we get to start on wrapping up. And then we're almost going to find out who's on next week as well, which is always very, very exciting. Because nobody knows. Well, one person knows. Literally one person knows, because that's the person that's going to be on. You'd hope they know.
I think I might know.
Well, that's not good. You're not allowed.
No, I'm not allowed. I think it was an accidental slip of the tongue. So I won't put it on them for saying it.
I don't really care. I just wanted some better way of announcing who's on each week than oh, it's time. This person is on.
Yeah.
I don't really care. And we get to learn a little bit about them in the Who Am I questions. So that's like teasers, what we're going to talk about next week. So I'm King. And we have finished up questions as well, like usual. Oh, maybe you can think of this if you're trying to get, while you're trying to get that. Who, if anybody, would you nominate right now to be on the Piles Lounge?
Right
Yes, I know,
now,
Josh.
Emil's 100%.
Millsy! Millsy hasn't been on live nominated yet. Millsy!
100% I would put Emil's up there.
I'm not sure, she hasn't talked about, yeah, no, I think she was looking to do homework. So, yeah, she doesn't even hear that. Okay, Emils. I talked to you enough already, Emils. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I know in the past I've mentioned it to Emils. And you know, she doesn't necessarily, she's not a streamer, she doesn't have a lot of equipment and stuff like that. But she was on stream last week when she taught me guitar, so maybe there's a chance. There's a chance. I'd love to have Emils on as well. It'd be very nice. So maybe Emils. Maybe. I'll send you this clip, Emils. I'll just give you the timestamp, actually. That's easier.
There it is. I mean, looking at it now, there's a few errors that I could have fixed with it, but we were told to literally draw like all the assets by hand. So,
wow.
Yeah.
So explain what this is again.
Okay, so this one, our assignment was we had to make like a game design poster for like just a game that we come up with in our mind. So we had to make a poster for the game, and this is what I came up with. And I lost marks.
Cool.
I've already figured out why the first thing I lost
Really?
marks for was. Yeah, I lost marks because I put the words in the top left corner, which is understandable.
Yeah.
I should have put it in the middle.
That's fair.
And overall, though, like there was a few other things that I had to do. Like
That's pretty cool.
the
though.
cliff was a pain, and it was a major pain to do. I actually just inverted the color. It was all white.
Really?
Yeah.
I like it. Did you do it knowing you'd invert it, or did you do
No,
it? And then
I
like,
intended to
invert it
fill it,
Okay.
and then I inverted it. I'm like, oh, this looks cool, and then I just went with the full like blue, black, and white. And that became the theme for it all.
I mean, just by this though, I'm already interested in what this game could be. You got two people, a dad and presumably a son or something, on a cliff with a big moon and a rocket ship going through. It's called Dark Frontier. Like, that's already reasonably interesting of a game. Even though it's not real, obviously, but
Yeah, like I mean,
like
we had to come up with an idea, and like that's what I came up with, and then I had to make assets and stuff. I don't have the photos of the assets though.
Yeah.
But we had to make assets, and then we had to make a game using the assets that we made. So like not actually a full game. We had to like make it what a screenshot would look like of the game.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't easy because they asked us to draw most of it by hand. So I what I did end up drawing was like the cliff and the moon and stuff like that, and then with the people there, I did like a really dodgy outline, filled it black, copied and pasted it, and then pushed it forward just a tad to make it white as well.
Okay.
But like, if looking at it, it's really scuff because of what I've done. There's so many things I could have done to fix it.
Yeah.
But for what I did in about 2.5 weeks, it was good enough.
And for years ago now, right?
Yeah, this was like 3 years ago now.
Wow. Well, I like it. I think it's pretty cool.
So I can show it off now because
Yeah.
the assessment was redundant.
Yeah.
But if the class was still going, I wouldn't have been able to show you.
That's fair. Okay.
Because technically, it can be. I don't know how the university does their ruling, but it's like Creative Commons or something like that. It becomes property of the university.
Yep. In year 11, I did a 6-month traineeship in like graphic design type of thing. For focusing on character design. So we did have to come up with like an idea of a game, and just for the main character, we had to make the protagonist. But we also worked in Blender for 3D, so I did have a walking animation of him, and full on texture wrap of what he looked like and stuff like that, and that was pretty cool. I don't really use any of that anymore, other than occasionally GIMP for emotes. But at least now I know how to use
wraps
that.
though. It's like the squares with like faces and stuff all over them. They look amazing.
It's kind of scary sometimes, unwrapped. Yep. I still, unlisted on my YouTube channel, I have my, from all of that work, I have a video, a show reel of all the work I did in that time.
Yeah.
But I remember I had him walking perfectly, but for some reason his hip would come out. And so there'd be like his chest and then his hip and then his like just a weird type of shelf. Other than that, he was working for, and I tried that for like 5 hours and he wouldn't get his hip in place. And anyway, other than that, it was fun and it was pretty decent. Please show me that.
Yeah.
Thinking I could do it like a special occasion or something. Be like, hey, I don't know, we're streamed for a year.
Yeah.
I'll show you that. I don't know. I haven't thought of anything.
We had to work on 3D modeling. And I'll put it this way, Photoshop was so much easier than the 3D modeling. I'd never do the 3D modeling.
We were pretty much told to just use free stuff. Like, if you happen to have this expensive stuff, use it. But we're just going to use Blender and GIMP because they're free. They didn't give us anything, and so we were taught in that. A couple people had Photoshop and stuff like that, and so those was really good. But other than that, we just used free stuff, and so nothing turned out amazing. But we did good with what we had. Some people were incredibly talented in that. We also had to do like a still life picture of just a house, pretty much on the inside. And I thought that came off quite realistic. It was supposed to be as realistic as possible. I thought that was good. But actually having somebody move, it was hard.
Yeah.
But oh well.
Yeah, no, like animation is probably hard, like much harder, especially when I was doing the Tilko one.
Yeah.
Like I had to find the dancing Polish cow, obviously, first. And then when I finally found it, I had to find a GIF of it, and then take the whole thing, and I had to go through each and every single individual frame and cut out the white background. And I probably could have done a better job on cutting out the white background, but I think it looks nice with like the little bit of white that it still has on there. It looks fine. It kind of defines it a bit more.
Yeah. I mean, I know there's like 2 frames in there where pretty much his entire underside is connected by white. Sometimes you can just see it.
But otherwise, I mean, it's kind of fine because it works that way.
Yeah, especially on dark mode, if you didn't have any of, like, if you got every bit of white out, he wouldn't look that good. You wouldn't be able to see him because he's black. So, exactly. I think he looks great. He's fine. It's good. And I know, I've tried to make a GIF emote before. I failed. So, I don't even know how to do it. And it's hard. It sucks. But, you were able to make Tickler, which is very cool. And it's very nicely done. I like it. Yeah, okay, so there's one question because Josh is weird.
All right.
A full circle moment. It's time to wind down. Can you close the window? You don't have to. Just Josh is Josh. Oh, Josh. Making the poor man work. Look at him. Oh. Now it's back. There we go. We can see the crink. Josh is what? Josh is Josh. I made him get up. Alright, come on. Okay, so that's going to be all the questions from the Discord, but we still have 2 more things. One, who am I? And then where you head off, because we ask that every week. So usually, I guess it's who am I time. We usually do that first.
Alright.
Okay, so...
I'll let you ask all of them because I have a pretty high chance of knowing who it is.
And I think once I say all of them, there will be a 100% chance you will know.
Yeah.
But yes. Let's see if Jack can get it before.
Yeah, there you go.
So the first one is, this person collects Stephen King books.
All right.
Okay. So that's one thing. The second thing is, this person cannot smell. Have these helped you yet? Like,
I already know who it is.
Yeah, okay, cool.
I knew from the first answer, from the first question.
I thought you might. But for everybody else, I don't know if it was a good idea to have them after you, but anyway. The third thing is, and this people might know now. Made the Pilot's Lounge logo right here. They made this. And the last one is, they are incredibly obsessed with Spyro. The person who's going to be on next week is Virm.
It is Cannibal.
Cannibal Hyena! That's right. We will have the Cannibal on next week. Which is very exciting. Hey, Cannibal! Hey, Cannibal's still here. Which is gonna be great. I kind of almost deliberately did this, honestly. Had Virm and then Cannibal on. I know it kind of messed up the who am I in a way, but I don't really care. But I thought it'd be interesting to have two people that know each other very well, back to back. Also, I'm holding off on Americans because Americans are going to go into daylight savings, which means they'll be an hour earlier, which will be better for them. So I want Australians right now. So yes, Cannibal. Couldn't think of anything. I know, that's fine, Cannibal. Don't worry. Teddles. Gucci! Gucci! Yes, Gucci! Gifted to the Cannibal Hyena! Yes! 3 months now, Cannibal. 3 months. Pog you. That's nuts. Thank you, Gucci. I appreciate it. I know Cannibal will too. Look at that. Cannibal is incredibly thankful.
As I've said, there was a bit of a slip of the tongue from Cannibal when he's like, "Oh, I don't know what to give Wings as my questions," and I go, "Cannibal, you're not supposed to tell me."
Out of all the people as well. You could have done that to anybody else, but you just happened to say it to the person that was on.
He did happen to say it to me before I told him that I was going to be on the pilot.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Okay. So you didn't even know Virm was going to be on yet, because I asked you guys on like the same day, pretty much.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That's okay, Cannibal. Honestly, like Teddle's got it first answer. And then I know other people's do, but then my memory sucks. But plenty of people got it on the very, very first one, so don't worry. I don't really care. I just think it's kind of interesting, even though they get it first. And now people know that you collect Stephen King books and you can't smell, and you made the PL logo and you're obsessed with Spyro. So that might have some questions for people to put in over the week. So it's good. Cannibal has amnesia. What's amnesia? So many amnesia? Anyway, thank you once again, Gucci, for gifting us up your 29th sub. It's crazy. And to a very, very worthy recipient. That must mean the Pilot's Lounge has been... We've had this logo for a month now. Because I remember I was about to gift Cannibal for making the Pilot's Lounge and somebody bet me to it. I can't remember who it was. But that means we've had that for a month. It's a great logo. It's amazing. Like we'd just be saying Virm's a good graphical designer, but I mean, look at that. That's an artist.
No, Cannibal,
right there.
like I can do graphics designs, but Cannibal can draw much better than I can.
Yeah, exactly. It was me, Evelyn. Damn you, Evelyn. No, it's good. It's very good. But thank you, Evelyn and Gucci, keeping Cannibal subbed. I love it. So yeah, that's gonna be next week. And I'm very keen. Very keen. It should be good because once again, Cannibal kind of blipped out of nowhere. So people might not know that much about him. Who knows? We will find out. And obviously, I have some questions for Cannibal that you have almost brought up because obviously I know you guys were friends. So I'm like, I can now go ask Cannibal this. Okay. Oh my goodness, Gucci, what is that? And so for the final question, which we ask everybody, given you're in a pilot's lounge, you're scared? You shouldn't be. After what Virm... You see what Virm just had to go through? I mean, you're gonna have to go through a similar thing. You know,
There's
Virm is
some
probably
good
gonna.
questions in there.
You know all the questions you asked Virm. Some of them which were kind of weird. He'll ask them you back. Probably, and you'll have access to it, so you'll be able to read through and see what Cannibal actually asked. But Cannibal won't be able to see. Anyway. So yes, we are in the Pilot's Lounge. So in a non-COVID world, where are you flying off to right now?
Oh, honestly, out of all the places I wanted to go, I missed out on a trip to Japan. So I do want to go to Japan.
Okay. That's cool. I know a few people that really want to go to Japan. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was going to be going there this year, but things happened, so
yeah,
I wasn't able to go.
Wow. Japan has such an interesting and unique culture from what I can, especially playing the Yakuza series. I'm like, it's so unique.
They have a very unique culture, and I'd like to see it. Like, it's see what it's like for myself.
Yeah, and first hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's a good one. I think a good one. Or yeah, maybe trouble. Who knows? Who knows? Toyota Centuries. Oh my goodness, spicy. But yeah, that's all from us today. This has been a good one, I think.
It has been.
I'm very happy to have you on.
Thank you for having me.
You can join Virm's Discord by doing !Virm's Discord. It says down there. And then one day you might be able to see him streaming. I'm sure he'll announce in his Discord if he streams. Who knows? 1 month, 2 months, 7 months, one day maybe.
We'll see whenever I decide to fix my sleeping pattern.
Exactly. Could be 2 days. Who knows? But either way, everybody, you should say bye to Virm now. Thank you for coming, Virm. It was a lot of fun. Thank you for having me. Have a great rest of your day. I'll hopefully see you in chat or something. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye, Virm.
Bye.
Now leaving.